Perfect. Perfect. Guys, what is good and what is going on, Sixer Nation? Your boy BLSG back in the building for another Philadelphia 76ers live play-by-play and reaction to get you guys started on a whole new week. That's right, ladies and gents, we are back for another one, but another matchup tonight that is not easy at all whatsoever for our Philadelphia 76ers, as we have a battle containing two teams in the Atlantic Division, where your 35-28 Philadelphia 76ers, with a road record of 16-13 on the road, take on the 37-26 New York Knicks with a record of 21-12 at home. The first of two consecutive games against the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden. So we shall see what the 76ers can do here. Can play their hearts out, can do whatever it takes to come out here and hopefully either get the W or compete in this game. We shall see what the 76ers do in this one. But shout out to everyone that's already coming through, ladies and gents. We already got 5 people up in here. Appreciate all you guys for coming through and tuning in already. If you guys have not done so, ladies and gents, please be sure to go ahead and hit the like button on the stream. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. And everybody be sure to go ahead and share out this stream so we can bring more viewers over to the chat. You guys know how we rock and roll as always, so let's get down to business. We obviously got to go ahead and start by going through the chat here real quick. We obviously got to start there. Starting out with MC being up in the chat. What's going on, MC? Appreciate you for coming through. Says, let's get this win, Sixers. Absolutely, they need to get this win today, pretty much, MC. So, shout out to you for absolutely dropping that comment, because it has to mean something to the 76ers, especially on the first of 2 straight games on the road in Madison Square Garden against the same team. They gotta win at some point. Otherwise, they might be out of the playoffs at this pace. But MC, hey, appreciate you for coming through and tuning in, giving your thoughts down below in the chat already before the game starts. Hit the like button if you have not done so, MC. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Then we got my guy Brian Post following up here. What's going on, Brian? Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. So I'm quitting YouTube because mine won't let me go live. Hey, Brian, if you quit doing like YouTube on your end, that doesn't mean you can't stick around and show support to your host right here. So it's fine if you quit YouTube, do stuff like that. But hey, if you're gonna do that, my guy, come support your boy over here. But hey, Brian, I appreciate you for coming through and tuning in, my guy, with the continued support to the channel. Hit the like button if you have not done so, Brian. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. And we got my guy Daniel Berry Sports Highlights up in here. What's going on, Daniel? Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hit the like button if you have not done so, Daniel. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. We also got my guy Eagles up in here. What's going on, Eagles? Appreciate you for coming through as well, my guys. This first of 2 versus these Knicks. Absolutely, man. It will not be easy whatsoever, but the 76ers look to cover some ground and beat the New York Knicks in one of these games. So we shall see what happens here. But hey, Eagles, my guy, I appreciate you for coming through and tuning in. Hit the like button if you have not done so, Eagles. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. We got my guy Charles Adderley up in here. What's going on, Charles? Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. One of my most loyal supporters up in here for the past couple streams. I appreciate my guy Charles Adderley, I should say, for being up in here. Hey, Charles, man, shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through and tuning in. Hit the like button if you have not done so, Charles. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. And guys, do as he says right here with this comment right here. I know my hands are not even, but still. But there we go. But guys, do as my guy Charles Adderley says. Like, share, invite, subscribe for each person to experience BLC Sports Channel. Setting the standards in the live stream broadcast on the YouTube social media platform. Yes, sir. Let's go. And obviously it says, let's go Sixers. I hope they can pull out the W, but I really doubt it's going to happen. It says it's powerful indeed. You know it. Let's get it. I have to play a complete game tonight to get this W. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's the only way you win this game. The only way you win this game is by playing a complete 4-quarter game and not just a second half miracle when you're stressing out, needing something to go your way, and you just gotta get away with a lucky second half. You can't do that, okay? Especially not against these New York Knicks. You can't do it against them. But obviously, of course, my guy Brian coming through and supporting his team in the Golden State Warriors. So shout out to my guy Brian. This is a must-win game tonight, in my humble opinion. Absolutely. It's been a lot of must-win games, honestly. But this one is one where the 76ers, they got to at least show some heart, all right? They have to show some heart here. Got to show some heart, some fight, something. Give me what I want, Philly. Let's go. Let's go, Sixers. Absolutely, man. Let's get it. My guy, Lucas Hallman, being up in the chat for the first time in a while. What's going on, Lucas? Appreciate you for coming through and tuning in, my guy. Hit the like button if you're not done so, Lucas. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. You watch my thoughts on Jalen Brunson. Great player for the New York Knicks. Probably their number one option on the team. More than likely the number one option on the team, I should say. Actually, he is the number one option. Let me back that up real quick. But he is their number one option on the team. Didn't he make the All-Star game? Didn't this dude Jalen Brunson make the All-Star game? Yeah, so obviously we know Jalen Brunson, the number one option for the New York Knicks up to this point, was obviously named to the All-Star team and just overall a really good player. This is I'm not quit watching you. You're the best. Hey, Brian Post, man, I appreciate that, my guy. Hopefully things go your way with your YouTube channel on your end. My guy, SC Sports Talk, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through. Hit the like button if you're not done so, my guy. Appreciate you coming through the stream. And this man's showing love to the New York Knicks tonight, saying go Knicks and go Brunson, DiVincenzo. Hey, man, we'll see what happens, but I still appreciate you for coming through, tuning in SC Sports Talk. We welcome all fans that come up in here. As long as no one is spamming or being toxic to anybody in the chat, everybody's welcome here in this chat. So shout out to my guy, SG Sports Talk, for being up in here as well. Tough game tonight, but if you play a complete game, you can win this. Absolutely. Let's go. That's how you got to do it. 4 quarters of basketball. I need 4 good quarters of basketball. Not just the second half, not a fourth quarter, not a first half, not the first quarter. I need 4 quarters of basketball. 4 quarters of 76ers basketball, I tell you. This is what I'm saying. 4 quarters of 76ers basketball is all I'm asking for. This is NBA action. It's fantastic on DLC Sports Channel. The leader in sports talk with outstanding play-by-play with professional commentary. Yes, sir. Let's go. Next, take a massive dump for the 76ers. I hope not. I hope not. But it'll probably happen, though, to say the least. As you see, Fletcher retired. It sucks, but he deserves it. I'll miss him and Kelsey. Yeah, it sucks to see. It sucks to see Fletcher Cox retire. It sucks to see that happen. It sucks, but hey, it was eventually going to happen at some point within the next couple of seasons, and apparently this was the time. And keep in mind, Brandon Graham's probably going next year. He's done after next. He's probably done after next year because next year they're calling it his farewell tour. As a network family, unite for standing tall against all odds. BLC Sports Channel, yes sir. Let's go. Says you can express yourself on BLC Sports Channel, real straight live talk, lively discussion, fair and balanced. Yes sir. Let's get it. Let me take a small too when they lose to the Knicks. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to get started with the 76ers potentially losing to the New York Knicks right now. But ladies and gents, on that note, after going through the chat, we shall go ahead and go through the injury report here before this game tips off, which hopefully it's not about to tip off right now. I really hope it's not going to. I mean, it's on ESPN, and ESPN usually takes forever to start their games. They take forever. But in the meantime, guys, while the pregame is still going on for the 76ers and New York Knicks game, we shall go ahead and go through the injury report before this game starts. For the Philadelphia 76ers side to start things off, obviously we know Tyrese Maxey still listed as out with a concussion, remaining sidelined for this evening's game against the New York Knicks. Then we obviously also know that Robert Covington announced recently on Wednesday of last week that, or rather the 76ers, I should say, announced that on Wednesday of last week, Robert Covington's progressing in his rehab program for his knee injury and will be reevaluated in approximately 1 week, according to Adam Aronson of PhillyVoice.com. Then obviously following that up, we have DeAnthony Melton listed as out with the same back spasms injury. So He'll be reevaluated as well in approximately 2 weeks to see when he will have the opportunity to return. And then the final injury here for the 76ers is 76ers All-Star center Joel Embiid, listed as out once again with the knee injury. But according to Katie George of ESPN, Joel Embiid has started on-court workouts and is back to 100% in the weight room. So that is great news to hear for Joel Embiid. And obviously, you guys did not hear the name of Nico Batum. That is because Nico Batum is active for tonight's game. So hopefully we can provide a little something here off the bench if he is coming off the bench tonight, because I did not get an opportunity to see the 76ers starting lineup. And now we'll go over to the New York Knicks side now. I do believe they have like 3 key players listed as out here. But listed as out here for the New York Knicks. Listed as out, starting it off, is OG Anunoby, listed as out with an elbow injury. And it will not be able to play in this evening's contest against the 76ers. Then also listed as out is power forward Julius Randle, listed as out with a shoulder injury, but is still working with pads, but has progressed to light contact, according to Christian Winfield of the New York Daily News Report, to be the first one to report it. And then also listed as out here, and the final injury for the New York Knicks listed as out is center Mitchell Robinson. According to Coach Tom Thibodeau, he said on Thursday that Mitchell Robinson, with the ankle injury, has begun running and jumping. Also, according to Christian Winfield of the New York Daily News, who was the first one to report it. So, Christian Winfield, the one on it for these injuries here for the New York Knicks. And those are your injuries amongst the 2 teams in the Atlantic Division and the Eastern Conference. This game should hopefully tip off here in about a little less than 5 minutes, hopefully a little less than 3 minutes at that. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully the 76ers can pull out this W. Since I'm a heckler, I'll be heckling the 76ers all right. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that, SC Sports Talk. Because I would love for the 76ers to roll around their own. I'm pretty sure I'm going to say this right. I might say this wrong, but excrement when they lose to the New York Knicks. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. But come on, let's get this game started already. Come on. It's been like 10 years. Come on, let's get this game started already. Let's go. Tired of waiting, man. Or the Sixers get past the second round again this year. They might not even make it to the second round, to be honest, because the way they're playing right now, they're not making it to the second round at this point. They might get bounced in the first round. They might get bounced in the first round. But if they were to get bounced in the second round, somebody else has to go. And you can't blame Joel Embiid for it with all the time that he's been out for. You can't blame him. You can't do it. You probably got to get rid of somebody on the staff. But if we get bounced in the play-in? I mean, it's not even guaranteed at this point for the 76ers to make the play-in. So, I mean, we'll have to see. But I'm guaranteeing still that somebody will get fired from the staff. But the starting lineup comes in here for both the 76ers and the New York Knicks. For the Philadelphia 76ers is Kyle Lowry, Cameron Payne, Kelly Oubre, Tobias Harris, and Mo Bamba will draw to start the 5 for the Philadelphia 76ers. And for the New York Knicks is Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Precious Achiuwa, and Isaiah Hartenstein starting at the 5 here for the New York Knicks. Coming to you guys live here from the famous Madison Square Garden here in New York. The New York Knicks rocking their blue and orange home jerseys. See which ones the 76ers are going with here on the first of two here in the Madison Square Garden. And the 76ers are rocking their red jerseys for this one. They do not do good with the red jerseys whatsoever. They do not do good with the red jerseys whatsoever. My guy says DiVincenzo or Tobias. The way Tobias has been playing, you got to say DiVincenzo. You have to say Dante DiVincenzo, man. Let's go. But this game is about to tip off here. It'll be Mo Bamba versus Isaiah Hartenstein in the tip-off. The battle of the backup centers is at stake between Mo Bamba and Isaiah Hartenstein. But they're going to actually have Precious Achiuwa jump it up with Mo Bamba instead of Isaiah Hartenstein. Solid strategy, I do believe, by Tom Thibodeau. And the game is officially underway. Precious Achiuwa will win the tip into the hands of Isaiah Hartenstein. And here we go from the Madison Square Garden. Jalen Brunson with the ball here. Gets it over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo guarded by Cameron Payne. DiVincenzo going to find Brunson. Brunson at the wing, now at the top of the key. Brunson thinking the step back, but doesn't think so. Gets out there to Achiuwa. Achiuwa going to drive. Achiuwa the fadeaway. Puts it up for two. Can't hit it. Rebounded by Tobias Harris. Here come the Sixers. Harris with the ball. Bring it down the floor. Guarded by Achiuwa. Harris looking for an option here. Comes around a Mo Bamba screen. Harris standing at the wing. Now going to his left. Harris still dancing. Looking for a man. Finds Oubre. Oubre going to drive. Oubre going to lose the ball off his knee. And it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to go with New York. 76ers coming into this game 7th in the Eastern Conference. New York Knicks 4th in the East. But Jalen Brunson with the ball. Gets over to Dante DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo guarded by Cameron Payne. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson going to find Isaiah Hartenstein, who gets right by Kelly Oubre and puts it in. It's not a great start for Kelly Oubre defensively. But Bamba with the ball. Gets over to Harris. Harris going to pull up on this one for two, and Harris gets it to go. Let's go. Big time start. I need to see that from Tobias Harris all game, though. I'm just saying. But DiVincenzo with the ball. Gets over to Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein going to find Achiuwa. Achiuwa finds Josh Hart. Guarded by Kyle Lowry. Gets out to Brunson. Brunson launching a three. Too strong. Rebounded by Kyle Lowry. And here come the Sixers. Lowry with the ball at the top of the key. Backing in. Lowry the shot from the free throw line. And he hits it. Kyle Lowry with a nice jumper from the distance from the free throw line to the basket. Jalen Brunson with the ball. Gets over to Josh Hart. Over to Achiuwa, who finds his man DiVincenzo. Over to Brunson. Brunson standing at the wing towards the Madison Square Garden logo. Brunson going to find his man. It's going to be Josh Hart. Josh Hart standing at the wing now, coming on the inside. Harris coming away with the steal. One-on-one against Achiuwa. Harris, the layup. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Hart with the ball. Bring it down the floor. Gets over to Isaiah Hartenstein. Out to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo going to his left. DiVincenzo looking. Flips it out to Hart. Hart coming inside. Hart pulls up on the shot for two. Can't get it. Rebounded by Hartenstein. And Hartenstein will be fouled. But I do believe this is not going to be a foul in shooting motion. I think it's going to be a foul on the floor. Inbound passes in from Josh Hart to Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein with it. Finds DiVincenzo. Launches a three and hits it. Dante DiVincenzo making the 76ers pay. Here we go. Lowry with the ball. Gets over to Harris. Back to Lowry. Lowry pump fakes against Brunson. Lowry going to drive. Out to Bamba. Bamba going to launch a three, and it's too strong. Rebounded by Achiuwa. Now in the hands of Josh Hart. Hart bring it down the floor. Guarded by Kelly Oubre. Hart cutting to the left. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson going to find DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo guarded by Kyle Lowry. Gets it out there to Brunson. Brunson guarded by Cameron Payne. Brunson looking for options here. Brunson thought about the sidestep three. Puts the shot up for two. Can't get it to go and cannot get away with the foul. Rebounded by the Sixers, and here comes Harris. Tobias Harris with the ball, standing at the top of the key. Harris going to launch one for three. Too strong. And Josh Hart comes away with the rebound here for New York. Josh Hart with the ball, bring it down the floor. Josh Hart up the baseline, finds Brunson. And Brunson will be fouled. which I do believe Brunson was fouled on the initial play. But inbound passes in from Josh Hart to Achua over to Brunson. Brunson at the top of the key. Brunson going to dance. Come inside in the paint. Gets out to Hart. Hart's wide open for three. Can't hit it. Rebounded by Oubre. Here come the Sixers. Oubre bring it down the floor. Crossing half court. Oubre going to dance. Going to find Lowry. Lowry going to launch a three. Comes up short. But Harris coming away with the rebound. And Harris cleaning up the mess on aisle 5. Let's go. Let's go. Do you see Maxey eating some fruit on the bench? Little snack while he's watching the game. As Brunson with the ball here for the New York Knicks. Finds Achua. Achua gets it over to Josh Hart. And they're going to say Josh Hart stepped out of bounds. And they'll take it the other way as the 76ers will take over. Seems like nobody's checking in right now for both teams up to this point, so they're keeping all the stars on the floor. Cameron Payne with the ball, going to go with the floater here for two. Can't get it, and Oubre cannot put it back for two. And it's picked up by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo still keeping the ball in his hands. And with 7:34 to go, it's looking like it's going to go into the possession of the New York Knicks. Inbound passes in from DiVincenzo to Brunson. Brunson with 7.5 to go. Crosses half court. Brunson going to dance. Come on the inside. Brunson kicking it out to Hardenstein. Hardenstein out there to Brunson. Finds Hardenstein again. Hardenstein looking, dancing. Finds Josh Hart. And Josh Hart's coming through past Mo Bamba and puts it in for the two. Working in the paint are the New York Knicks. Here come the 76ers looking to answer. Cameron Payne with the ball. Gets over to Kelly Oubre. Oubre finds Lowry. Out to Oubre at the top of the key for three, and it comes up way short. And Cameron Payne can't get a rebound to save his life as it's picked up by DiVincenzo. Into the hands of Josh Hart. Hart trying to flip it back to Brunson. Loses the ball, and it's going to be a travel. And you can't do that. Who they call the travel on? Did they call it on They call it on Josh Hart. Oh, Josh Hart. And also, in addition to the travel on Josh Hart, we have a timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau to talk things over with his team. So the New York Knicks up 7-6 here over the 76ers. Just under halfway through this game with 6:47 left to go here in the first quarter. Where the 76ers look to regain the lead against the New York Knicks once we come back from the commercial break. This man said I would love to see Jalen Brunson sucker punch Mo Bamba. Yeah, okay. That ain't happening, but whatever you want to believe, SC Sports Dog. Whatever you want to believe, man. Yes, guys, so far, a solid start for the Sixers overall. They're playing, I would say they're playing pretty solid defense. I mean, despite only one steal put up by Kelly Oubre for the 76ers, overall, they're doing a nice job of not letting New York have the easiest shot so far. But they have to keep doing that, though. They can't take their foot off the gas here. I mean, shooting-wise, they're not doing that great at all. Only 3 of 10 from the field and 0 for 5 from 3. Like, let's stop shooting the ball from 3, please. Like, my goodness. And if the New York Knicks win this game today, they will lock up the regular season series over the 76ers. The first time that these two teams met, the New York Knicks defeated the 76ers in the Wells Fargo Center 128-92. And then the second time that these two teams met up was also in the Wells Fargo Center, where the New York Knicks also took that win over the 76ers 110-96. Here we go as the game is back on. Kyle Lowry with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets it over to Lowry, or out to Oubre over to Payne. Oubre going to launch a 3. Oubre going to try to hustle for the rebound, and Oubre can't seem to find any room. As now Brunson has the ball as he crosses half court. Brunson going to dance with it with under 6.5 to go. Brunson dancing. Coming on the inside. Brunson kicking out to Achua. Achua out to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo going to dance. DiVincenzo out to Achua, launching a 3, and he hits it. Precious Achua with a nice shot right there. Here we go. Oubre with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets over to Kyle Lowry, over to Harris. Harris finds Cameron Payne. Payne at the top of the key. Now finds Harris. Harris going to work in the paint. Puts it up for 2. Puts it in. Solid start for Tobias Harris, too. I mean, he has to keep doing that, though. He has to stay consistent with it. 6 points so far. Has 6 of the team's 8 points right now. DiVincenzo with the ball. Gets it over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson around a screen. Kicks out to Achua. Achua pump faking against Bamba. Achua out to Hart. And the ball touched out of bounds off of the New York Knicks, so it's going to go with the Sixers. Let's go. Let's go here. Come on. 4 turnovers right now for the New York Knicks here in the first quarter. Only 1 by the 76ers. Here we go. Kyle Lowry bringing the ball down the floor as he is the point guard. Batum checks into the game for the first time, and so does Buddy Hield. Bamba going to dance here for Philly. Gets out there to Lowry, back to Bamba. Bamba going to throw it down with one hand. Mo Bamba with the tomahawk. And DiVincenzo with the ball. Going to find Jericho Sims, who also checks into the game for the first time. So it seems like Batum is replacing. Seems like he's replacing Kelly Oubre. And it seems like Buddy Hield is replacing Cameron Payne. Here we go. Josh Hart with the ball. Going to drive. Try to find Jericho Sims, but it's poked away, but out to DiVincenzo. Finding Brunson. Launching a 3. Too strong. Rebounded by Hield. Here come the Sixers. Hield with the ball. Gets it over to Bamba. Over to Lowry. Lowry going to bounce over to Bamba. Out to a Batum for 3. No good. Rebounded here by New York. In the hands of Jericho Sims over to Josh Hart. Hart going to find DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo going to his right. DiVincenzo darting it down to Hart for 3. Can't hit it. Rebounded by Harris. Here come the Sixers. He finds Lowry out to Hield. Hield going to launch a 3. And the 76ers need to stop shooting 3s right now. Because as of right now, to this point, they're 0 for 7 from 3. Like, this is already getting bogus. And with less than 4 minutes to go here, we have a timeout called once again by New York, surprisingly. Surprisingly, New York calls the timeout and not the Sixers. So already the second timeout taken here by Tom Thibodeau. The 76ers staying with the New York Knicks, though, which I am actually very impressed with what's going on right now between the 76ers and the Knicks, with the 76ers hanging on right now to just a 2-point deficit. All thanks to Tobias Harris, though, which is another thing that is also very surprising. But the 76ers need to do better in terms of shooting the ball from 3, to say the least. They have to do better. In terms of shooting the ball from 3, they have to do better than that. Like, you can't be starting out this game shooting the ball 0 for 7 from three-point range. You can't do that. You can't do that. And from the field, they're 5 of 15. They've only missed 3 shots from inside the arc. Every other shot has been from the outside that they've missed. So safe to say that they're not struggling from inside three-point range. But in order to win this game, you have to start making threes. You have to start making threes. So this kid rocks, Charles. Absolutely. Let's go. MCI, I appreciate the compliment. Like, share, invite, subscribe to BOC Sports Channel, setting the standards in the live stream broadcast. Yes, sir. Let's go. 76ers need this win tonight. Yes, sir. Let's get it. That's absolutely correct. Let's get ready to rumble. You already know. You can express yourself, fair and balanced discussion, real straight talk. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, Charles. Let's go. Tight game right now, guys. Really not that high scoring amongst the two teams together. When you're looking at the box score here, you have a tie here for the leading scorer for the New York Knicks between Precious Achiuwa and Dante DiVincenzo. Surprisingly, Brunson has yet to make a single shot yet, which is actually very surprising. And then leading the way for the Sixers, obviously we know it's Tobias Harris with 6 points and actually 3 rebounds for him. So Tobias Harris is off to a good start. It's just that can he keep it going for the entire game? Can Tobias keep that going for the entire game? So if he could, that would be great. That'd be very helpful. The 76ers hoping to start taking the lead here. And at this point, they honestly hope to start making some threes. They have to make threes to win this game. You're not winning this game if you don't make three-pointers. You're not. I'm sorry. As the game is back on, Jericho Sims with the ball. Gets over to Miles McBride. McBride kicks it out to Hart. Coming on the inside, up the baseline. Finds DiVincenzo top of the key for 3. Can't hit it. Harris with another rebound. Let's go. Huge rebounding tonight from Tobias. As Lowry finds Batum out to Reed. Over to Hield. Hield gonna dance. Kick it out to Lowry. Lowry pump fakes. Now launches a 3. Can't get it. And rebounding here by Jericho Sims. Into the hands of Josh Hart. Hart going to his left against Buddy Hield. Finds DiVincenzo. Gets it out to McBride. McBride thought about going up the baseline, but denies it. Gets it out to Sims. Out to Achiuwa for 3, and Achiuwa can't hit it. Rebounded by Harris after it was initially rebounded by Jericho Sims. And here come the Sixers. As Hield with the ball brings it down the floor. Gets it over to Kyle Lowry. Lowry going to his right, going to dance. Going to kick it out to Hield. Hield going to spin. Going to find Batum in the corner for 3. Can't hit it. Rebounded by Jericho Sims into the hands of Dante DiVincenzo. The 76ers 0 for 9 from 3 as DiVincenzo oops it up to Jericho Sims but cannot hit it. As Lowry finds Batum out to Hield. Hield going to find Reed. Reed going to walk in the paint and will not be able to get it to fall as it's rebounding here by New York. DiVincenzo with the ball. Gets it over to Achiuwa. Achiuwa going to find Josh Hart. Hart going to find DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo guarded by Kyle Lowry. DiVincenzo going to dance. DiVincenzo going to launch a 3 and hits it. Jeez, man. We're about to see a low-scoring first quarter. Like, are you kidding me? Come on, man. Here we go. Harris with the ball, just launching a deep shot. And for once here, we have a timeout called by Nick Nurse to talk things over with his team. I'll guarantee one of the things that he's going to talk over with this team is the sake of the three-point shooting. Because as of right now, ladies and gents, the three-point shooting is absolutely unacceptable. Like, nobody can make a three-pointer right now. Tobias Harris is still the leading scorer with 6 points and 5 rebounds. 76ers are on track for 40 points by the end of this game. And the New York Knicks are on track for 60 points by the end of this game as of right now. I know it'll all change at some point, but hey, if Brunson was catching fire early, the New York Knicks would be blowing the 76ers out by at least 15 points up to this point. Honestly, they'd probably be beating them by like 12 or 15. We need more points. Don't shoot threes if you can't make them. But you're not going to win this game if you don't start making threes. You don't make threes, you're not winning this game. I'm going to guarantee that. Especially if Brunson starts catching fire. If he starts catching fire, forget about it. Here we go. Cameron Payne with the ball as the game is back on. Inside 2 minutes left. Payne with it. Payne puts it up for 2. Can't hit it. Rebounded by Sims. In the hands of Josh Hart. Now to the hands of, I do believe that's Miles McBride right there standing at the logo. McBride going to his left. Guarded by Cameron Payne. McBride going to spin. McBride going to dance. McBride going to look out to Bogdanovic, who checks into the game for the first time. Bogdanovic puts it up for 2. Bogdanovic can't get it. Rebounding here by Nico Batum into the hands of Payne. Payne with the ball. Payne going to find Batum out to Harris. Harris going to dance. Harris going to find Cameron Payne. Payne going to dance now. Payne going to lay it up for 2. Can't get it. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Josh Hart bringing it down the floor. Hart trying to kick it out, and that was tipped and taken away. Buddy Hield with the tip out to Harris. Harris with it, going to find Payne. Payne at the top of the key, going to launch a 3, and finally, we got ourselves a three-pointer, ladies and gentlemen. 1 for 10. It took 10 three-point attempts to make one. DiVincenzo with the ball. Gets over to Miles McBride, over to Bogdanovic, back to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo going to dance. Going to go with a high-arcing triple, and it hits off the front of the rim, off the window, and misses. Rebounded by Buddy Hield into the hands of Cameron Payne. Payne going to dance with it. Payne dancing, still looking. Payne kicking out to Hield. Hield going to drive, loses the ball, gets it back, dumps it off to Reed, and Reed throws it down. Ugly first quarter, but the 76ers keeping it tight. Here we go. Miles McBride with the ball here for the New York Knicks. McBride standing at the logo, going to let the clock just run down to as far as he can get it. About 4 seconds separating shot and game clock. McBride gets out to Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has the shot blocked, but it's a shot clock violation regardless, and the 76ers will take over for one last shot here in the first quarter to have a chance at the lead. That's the 7th turnover of the first quarter as well for the New York Knicks. If it's not for those turnovers, and if Brunson would start getting hot, this team would be blowing out the Sixers right now. But the 76ers are lucky to not be down by as many points as they should be. Oubre with the layup to try to end off the quarter and can't get to go. And Buddy Hield could not get to go on the putback either. And that is how the first quarter in this one comes to a close, where we have a low-scoring game here at the end of the first quarter, and one of the lowest-scoring games we've seen between two teams, between a team that the 76ers have faced all year, including them. But with a score at the end of the first quarter, both teams tied with a score of 15 points apiece. As Tobias Harris off to a pretty fast start so far with only 6 points, but 5 rebounds is good for him. But both teams here in a low-scoring game. This game looks to get a bit more entertaining and a bit more high-scoring as we head on to the second quarter. Wrong banner by accident. Yeah, guys, this is just a weird start. I did not expect this to be a 15-15 game. Very low scoring first quarter. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. Says we need to win. Exactly. No matter how it needs to get done, it has to get done in some sort of way. And yes, Brian Post, only 30 points combined amongst the two teams at the end of the first quarter. You are not being mistaken when this is being typed to you. You are not being mistaken. But the 76ers defense is not allowing New York to score a lot of points here, is helping them out. If they can just get this offense going, and if New York continues to stay slow, which they're probably not going to, but if they somehow do manage to stay slow and don't start picking it up, the 76ers can win this game. They can win it. 76ers hanging in. Absolutely, Charles. They are hanging in all right. They're playing good defense right now. You got a 15-15 game. I mean, I can't complain about the way they are playing defensively. I mean, you got Tobias Harris playing a solid game so far at the end of the first. I mean, he's on track for like 25 points at the end of this game or something like that, like 24, 25 points. But somebody else needs to help him out, man. I mean, you got Mo Bamba shooting 1 for 2, Kyle Lowry shooting 1 for 3, Cameron Payne shooting 1 for 4, Kelly Oubre shooting 0 for 3, Nico Batum 0 for 2, Paul Reed 1 for 2, Buddy Hield 1 for 2. They'll probably get KJ Martin in this game really soon, probably when the second quarter starts, or maybe they just keep him on the bench. You'll see what they do. We'll see what they do here. But in terms of lineup changes being made here, Paul Reed will enter the game here to replace Tobias Harris. And Alec Burks entered the game at the end of the first quarter to replace Dante DiVincenzo. But Cameron Payne with the ball gets over to Buddy Hield, over to Batum. Batum looking for an option, finds Cameron Payne. Payne going to his left. Payne gonna dance, kick it out to Hield. Hield pump fakes on the former Sixer Alec Burks, and Hield launches a 3 and hits it. Buddy Hield with a nice 3 over the former Sixer Alec Burks. Here we go. McBride with the ball gets over the former Sixer Alec Burks, coming around the screen. Launches the 3, hits it, but an offensive foul called against New York. Let's go. Let's go. They're still being slow right now. They're still playing a little sloppy. Come on, Sixers. Take advantage of every mistake that New York is giving you. That's like their 8th turnover. Not even a minute into the second quarter, as Batum with the ball gets it over to Buddy Hield. Hield going to his right, going to find Reed. Reed going to drive the reverse layup, can't get it to go. Oubre gets the rebound, puts that up for 2, can't get it. Reed coming away with the rebound again. Reed kicking it out to Payne, launching the 3, comes up short. Rebounded by Jericho Sims in the hands of Alec Burks. Burks with the ball, going to bring it down the floor. Gets over to Josh Hart, who was wide open but drives with it. Josh Hart going to find Bojan Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic kicking it out to Hart. Hart going to launch the 3. Swirls up and around the iron and misses. Rebounded by the Sixers as Cam Payne rebounds it, but the pass to Buddy Hield for the touchdown pass is intercepted by Josh Hart, who kicks it out to Burks. Burks with the sidestep, launching the 3. Swirls the iron off the window. Rebounded by Josh Hart. In the hands of Bogdanovic, launching the 3 off the back of the window and off the back of the rim, misses it. Josh Hart with the rebound again, out to Bogdanovic, and it's swatted away by Nico Batum on the pass. But it's right out to Miles McBride. McBride going to dance with it, going to put it up for 2, still can't get it to go. Josh Hart with another rebound. Josh Hart darting with it, but it's finally taken away by Nico Batum. In the hands of Buddy Hield. Hield going to lay it up for 2, and he puts it in. Let's go, Buddy Hield. Come on. Come on, let's go. Here we go. Miles McBride going to bring the ball down the floor, and another timeout called. Looks like the 3rd timeout already called here by Tom Thibodeau to talk things over with his team. And the 76ers with the forward momentum here to start the second quarter. Just a little over 2 minutes in, the 76ers lead the New York Knicks right now to start off the second quarter, 20-15, as the New York Knicks can't seem to get anything going offensively. And the 76ers look to keep the forward momentum going when we come back from the commercial break. It's about time they would wake up. It's about time. Have to get more defensive points, but good defensive start. Or have to get more points, but good defensive start. Exactly. So stay focused. This is powerful indeed. Yes, sir. Let's go. My guy, Ryan Rowe. What's going on, Ryan? Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Says, let's go. Yes, sir, Ryan. Appreciate you for coming through and tuning in. Hit the like button if you have not done so, Ryan. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Says, let's keep adding points. Sixers. Yes, sir. Let's go. Can't take the foot off the gas. Even if it has to result in a low-scoring game, you cannot take your foot off the gas pedal. This is a good start to the second quarter, but we have to keep it up. Can't let the pedal off the gas. Exactly. That's exactly what I said. Dude, Josh Hart's already got 7 rebounds. This man's got 2 points and 7 rebounds. Bro. This man, Josh Hart, even though he's not shooting the ball well, how tall even is this man, Josh Hart? Hold up. This man's 6'4", 215 pounds, and you're letting this guy rebound? You're letting a 6'4", 215-pound shooting guard rebound the basketball. You're letting this guy rebound the damn basketball? Are you serious? A 6'4", 215-pound shooting guard. You're letting him rebound the basketball. I get it, he's a good rebounder, and it's one thing if you have a center rebounding the basketball, but a 6'4", 215-pound shooting guard rebounding the ball already with 7 rebounds is ridiculous. This reminds me of Andre Drummond back all over again when he had his Philadelphia 76ers days. When he had his days in the Sixers uniform, he was rebounding the ball like crazy. And the 76ers should have got him back, but nope, he decided to stay in Chicago. At least I do believe that's what happened. I don't think he went anywhere. He didn't go away from the Bulls, right? Yeah, he stayed on. He did stay with Chicago, I should say. Here it goes. The game is back on. Kelly Oubre bringing the ball down the floor. Oubre going to dance. Going to pull up on the shot from the paint for 2. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Jericho Sims into the hands here of, looks like Miles McBride. McBride with the ball. Gets it over to Josh Hart, over to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich going to find Miles McBride. McBride going to drive. Going to put it up for 2. Can't get it to go, but the ball will go out of bounds off of a 76er. And it will stay into the hands of the team with the blue jerseys here in the New York Knicks. The 76ers start 0 for 9 from 3. Ever since that point, they're 2 for 3. And the New York Knicks have really struggled here to pick things up offensively after their quick start in terms of the assists. But New York coming through here with another basket. But the 76ers looking to answer. As Cameron Payne with the ball. Gets over to Nico Batum, over to Oubre. Oubre going to try to lay it up, but that's a dump pass into the hands of Jericho Sims. Now it's in the hands of Alec Burks, the former Sixer. Bring it down the floor. Burks going to dance. Burks up the baseline. Burks still looking for an option. Finds Bogdanovich. The ball is loose. Out to Batum, who launches out to Hield. Hield going to drive against McBride. Gets out to Payne. Payne going to drive now against Sims. Payne going to lay it up. Can't hit it. But Oubre comes away with the rebound. Oubre gets blocked by Achua. But Oubre with the putback. Let's go. Let's go. Way to stay under the basket, guys. Come on. Don't be afraid to get under the basket and put your hands up. As Burks with the ball kicks it out to Achua, who finds his man Miles McBride out to Alec Burks. Burks going to dance, going to lob it up to Achua, and that's denied by the Sixers. As it's put into the hands of Nico Batum, now into the hands of Buddy Hield. Hield with the ball, going to dance, going to find his man, Cameron Payne. Payne going to wait for the opportunity. Just going to continue to wait. Payne with the ball. Payne guarded by McBride, now guarded by Sims, who comes over. Gets out to Oubre. Oubre up the baseline. Now launches a mid-range jumper, and Kelly Oubre gets it to go. Thank you. Come on. And a 14-2 run for the 76ers in the last 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Here we go. Jericho Sims with the ball. Sims guarded by Reed. Kicks it out there to Burks. Burks standing at the Madison Square Garden logo. Burks going to dance. Burks going to launch a three and a tough basket by the former Sixer, Alec Burks, putting in another shot. Still no points yet for Jalen Brunson, which is still very surprising at the end of the day. Here we go. Cameron Payne with the ball. Payne looking for an option here. Payne dancing against Miles McBride for dear life. Payne still looking. 6:50 left to go here in the first half. Payne going to his right. Payne kicking out to Reed. Reed going to launch a high-arcing triple, and Reed gets it to fall. B-ball Paul coming out the mud and launching triples. Let's go. Miles McBride with the ball, and looks like... Don't tell me that's another timeout call by Tom Thibodeau, because that'll already be his 4th timeout taken. Don't tell me that's another timeout call by Tom Thibodeau. And yes, it is. That's their 4th timeout taken in the first half. Man, they just might let the rest of the first half play out, dude. They're already down to 3 timeouts remaining. Oh my gosh, the New York Knicks cannot get anything going right now. And the 76ers are starting to catch a little bit of fire, but they got to keep it up. Whenever one man's down, the next man step up to the plate. Make a play. Next man up, make a play, let's go. Even if it has to be low scoring, let's find a way to get this win on the first of 2 consecutive games here in the Madison Square Garden. Let's go. This is a good job, Oubre. Yes, sir. Oubre did rebound. Thank goodness. Someone outside Tobias Harris actually knows what's going on in terms of the rebounding. And for those of you guys who are knowing what the score is, according to my guy, asked by my guy, Ease Up Controllers Down mainly. By the way, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you for coming through. Hit the like button if you're not done so. Ease Up Controllers Down. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. As the 76ers so far, if you guys are wondering about the score, just like my guy Eagles says, is 27-20 in favor of the 76ers against the New York Knicks with 6:36 left to go here in the first half. Says your laugh is awesome. How can I get my name on that jersey? So, MC, what I did, so, funny story actually. So, this jersey right here used to be a Seth Curry jersey from his days when he was on the Sixers. But since this man's not on the Sixers anymore, I came up with the idea to go ahead and make it a BLSG jersey. So I went ahead, took a piece of paper, okay, kind of cut it out a little bit. As you can tell, it's not like a full piece of paper, and then taped it up around the jersey. And, well, I first wrote BLSG on the paper, and then I taped it up around the jersey. So that's how I went ahead and got the BLSG jersey right there. That's how I did it. Let's just give that score every few minutes. Now I'll try to, but I appreciate the advice, though. 27-20 is your score. 6:36 left to go here in the first half. The 76ers looking to hold up the New York Knicks here, especially at halftime. I mean, this has already been a low-scoring first half, but might as well hold them off. Let's go. Come on, let's overcome something here. Let's go. Man, give me my name up there. Yeah, the 76ers in the first quarter scored 15 points, shot 7 of 24 from the field, shooting 1 of 10 from 3, with 4 assists in the second quarter so far has been way different in terms of the way it has been. But here we go. Alec Burks here off the inbound pass. Gets it over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson's going to dance. Guarded by Kyle Lowry. Puts the shot up for 2. And Jalen Brunson will have his first opportunity at some points, as Jalen Brunson will be fouled in shooting motion. So foul's going to be called, looks like, on Kyle Lowry, and Jalen Brunson will head to the charity stripe. First one on the line for Jalen Brunson is good. This is not normally what we see from Jalen Brunson, having a slow start like this. But, I mean, if others are stepping up and helping him out, then they are technically still in the game. But Jalen Brunson to go ahead and attempt the second free throw, which the second one at the line for Brunson is off the mark and rebounded by Achua. Out to Brunson, out to Bogdanovich. Launching the 3, can't hit it. Rebounded by Achua for the moment, who launches out to no man's land, but into the hands of Oubre. Oubre coming through, and Oubre with the two-handed tomahawk. Kelly Oubre with the thunderous throwdown with 2 hands at the rim. Let's go. 6 points for Kelly Oubre with 4 rebounds. Not shooting the best, but it's all right, as Brunson launches a 3, can't hit it. Rebounded by Bogdanovich. Off the pass from Hartenstein. Gets it out there to Achua. Over to Burks. Burks going to dance. Going to launch a 3 from the top of the key. Burks can't get it to go. Rebounded by Hartenstein. Out to Brunson. Over to Bogdanovich. Launching a 3, and Bogdanovich hits it. Of course, if Brunson's not going to do it, let Brunson rebound and let him kick it out to somebody else. The Knicks are beating the 76ers in terms of the offensive rebounds 8-6, which is embarrassing. They need somebody to pick them up. Lowry with the ball, hands it off to Buddy Hield, over to Oubre. Oubre at the top of the key, going to go to his right. Oubre going to kick it out to KJ Martin, checking into the game for the first time. Martin off the window, can't get it to go, and Bamba launches it to no man's land. And I don't know who has possession here, as the refs did not point to who has possession of the basketball. But looks like it's going to stay with the Sixers. Kelly Oubre so far with 6 points, adding 3 steals onto his stat line. Oubre to inbound. Inbounds it to Bamba. Bamba going to try to find Oubre. But Oubre will be fouled, as the foul is going to be called, looks like, against Bojan Bogdanovich. At least I do believe that's who the foul is going to be on. And I was right. Foul on the floor. Inbound pass in again, as Lowry with the ball here for the Sixers. Lowry looking for options. Finds KJ Martin over to Buddy Hield. Hield going to dance, kick it out to Oubre. Oubre going to come inside. Oubre in the paint, puts up a 2, can't get it. But KJ Martin with the putback comes through and cleans up the mess on aisle 5 with a 30 and gives the 76ers a 31-24 lead. Under 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Brunson with the ball, going to spin, kick it out to Achua. Achua going to find DiVincenzo in the corner for 3. Swirls the iron and bangs all over the iron, and it's rebounded by the Sixers. Here comes Buddy Hield. Hield going to his left for the Sixers. Finds Oubre. Oubre with under 4.5 minutes to go. Both teams shooting very poorly from 3. Oubre with it, kicks it out to Bamba. Bamba going to find Hield. Hield going to dance. Hield going to find Oubre. Oubre in the corner, launching a 3. Comes up short, but Oubre looks like he is fouled, and looks like Oubre is going to the charity stripe. So we have a foul here on Precious Achua. And yes, he did make contact with Kelly Oubre. Kind of after Kelly Oubre was starting to land was when the contact was made. And Kelly Oubre with an opportunity to make it a 10-point lead and potentially make it 34-24 in favor of Philadelphia. With 4:17 left to go here in the first half. First one at the line for Oubre is good. Let's go. Even if it's low scoring, what does the scoreboard say? The scoreboard says that the 76ers have the lead. Last 4 games for Kelly Oubre have been absolutely fantastic, averaging 24 points a game, 42% for the field, and 5.5 rebounds per game. Second one at the line for Oubre is good. All right, Kelly, we got a 9-point lead. Keep increasing the lead. Harris going to come back in the game here for the Sixers. Tough to tell on who he's going to replace. And this man, Tobias Harris, didn't even know what side of the floor he was going to be on. They thought they were going to put him in the backcourt, but someone said, Tobias Harris, get on up there. Get on up there. So Tobias Harris checked in the game to replace Buddy Hield. Third free throw at the line for Kelly Oubre is short. And it's going to be rebounding here by the New York Knicks, and they'll bring it down the floor. Brunson up the baseline here for New York. Kicks it out to Josh Hart, who finds his man Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein looking for an option at the top of the key. Guarded by Bamba for dear life. Gets out to DiVincenzo, launching a three. DiVincenzo can't hit it, and it's rebounded by Oubre. Here come the Sixers as he gets it over to Lowry. Lowry going to launch a three, and it's too strong. Off the back of the rim and misses. Rebounded by Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa going to wait for the opportunity. Dumps it off to Dante DiVincenzo. Out to Brunson. Brunson going to drive. Going to put it up for two. Brunson can't hit it. And Bamba swats it into the hands of Oubre. Out to KJ Martin over to Harris. And Harris cannot find Kyle Lowry. Picked up by New York. DiVincenzo with it. Gets over to Brunson. Pulls up on the shot for two. Gets it to go. And one. And one for Jalen Brunson. After a slow start, might be starting to catch a little bit of fire here for New York. His first made field goal of the game for Jalen Brunson. This first made field goal. And the free throw for Brunson is good at the line. Making it a 33-27 game. Under 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Harris with the ball. Going to bring it down the floor. Harris crossing half court. Gets it over to Bamba. Bamba guarded by Hartenstein. Gets it out there to Kyle Lowry. Lowry going to dance. Lowry going to find Harris. Launching the three. Comes up short. Rebounded by DiVincenzo. Here comes New York. DiVincenzo driving. Kicking it out to Josh Hart, out to Brunson. Brunson going to drive after a slow start. Puts it up in the paint for two and hits it. And just outside 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. The 76ers need a timeout to talk things over. What would that be? Their first or second of the first half? They do call timeout, but didn't they call one in the first half, in the first quarter too? They called in the first quarter? Yeah, they did. So that is their second timeout taken overall. The New York Knicks only down to 3 timeouts. So unless they really start struggling, they're not going to be taking a lot of timeouts for a good amount of the remainder of this game. So we'll see what happens. First half might be sloppy, but what does the scoreboard say? The scoreboard says the 76ers have the lead 33-29. School's stressful? Hey, man, I've been there. I've been there, Brian. I've been there. Waiting for this year to be done. Got a little over 2 more months yet. Come on, Sixers. Finish up this first half strong. Let's go. As the game between the 76ers and the New York Knicks continue. Kyle Lowry with the ball. Gets it over to Nico Batum. Lobbing up to Oubre, and Oubre can knock him down with it. Picked up by DiVincenzo into the hands of Brunson. Brunson going to dance, going to go to his right. Brunson still looking. Brunson pump faking between 3 defenders. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. And out of bounds off in the New York Knicks players. And it's going to go into the hands of your Philadelphia 76ers here. Let's go. Let's go. Kyle Lowry to inbound and heaves a long one over to Kelly Oubre. Back over to Kyle Lowry. Lowry working in the paint. Finds Harris. Harris going to kick it out to Lowry. Lowry going to pump fake. Going to drive. Lowry going to kick it out to Oubre. Oubre going to drive now. Oubre puts it up for 2 and Oubre puts it in. Tough shot right there from Kelly Oubre. Let's go. Very low scoring first half as we have approached 2 minutes remaining left to go here through the first 24 minutes of this game. Isaiah Hartenstein with the ball off the pass from Achua. Gets it over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson at the wing gets it over to Achua. Achua finds his man, Josh Hart. Josh Hart going to find Achua. Achua looking. And we have a shot clock violation here against New York. Great defense by the 76ers. That's what you want to see from a team that's looking for a W. From a team that's looking for a W, that's exactly what you want. You want lockdown defense. You win these types of games with lockdown defense. Let's go. Kyle Lowry with the ball here for the Sixers. Goes to his left, gets it out to Harris. Harris back to Lowry. Lowry with the ball gets over to Harrison. Has that poked away by DiVincenzo. And DiVincenzo coming through with the slam. Minute 15 left to go. 35-31, Sixers with the lead over the Knicks. As Oubre will dance here. Oubre going to drive into the paint. And Oubre was almost about to throw it down, but the ball will rim out. And it'll be rebounded here by New York. DiVincenzo launching the three, and it comes up short, but right in the hands of Isaiah Hartenstein. Gets it over to DiVincenzo, out to Brunson for three. Brunson has the ball swirling around the iron. Picked up by Philadelphia. And it looks like it's going to stay with the Sixers. With 53 seconds to go, the 76ers maintain the lead 35-31. And Harris, I'm going to tell you one thing. You can't be holding on to that ball for dear life if you're going to have Dante DiVincenzo take it away when he's been on fire defensively. Here we go. 45 seconds left to go here in the first half. Kyle Lowry with the ball standing on the New York Knicks logo. Lowry looking for an option. Sends Mo Bamba up towards him. Lowry finds Oubre. Oubre going to go up for two, and Oubre will be fouled by New York. Let's go. Looks like it's going to be a foul called against Jericho Sims. But no, it's going to be a foul called against Dante DiVincenzo. And where I said it was originally a shot clock violation against New York, that was not the case, as it was actually a loose ball. It was actually I think they said a loose ball foul against Josh Hart. So that was what the foul was for at 53 seconds remaining when the shot clock expired. First one of the line is made for Oubre. 76ers up 5, 36-31 with 32.3 seconds left. And Oubre makes the second. Time winds down here towards the end of the first half. Brunson with the ball, going to bring it down the floor, who struggled mightily in the first half here. Under 30 seconds left to go. Brunson separating the floor, gets it out to Josh Hart. Hart guarded by Kyle Lowry. Hart backs in, stands at the logo, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson going to drive. Brunson going to lose the ball. Kicked out to Josh Hart, who launches a three. Comes up short. Brunson comes away with the rebound. 76ers cannot address rebounding here. Brunson with the ball is going to be fouled by Nico Batum. But it looks to be a foul on the floor, so it looks like an inbound pass is coming here for the New York Knicks. It's a good thing it's not in shooting motion because you can't have Jalen Brunson getting as many points as possible. You can't do that. You cannot let him do it when he's their number one option on the team. It does not matter when this guy can catch fire at any given point in time. It does not matter. Or when any of these guys can catch fire at any given point in time, but specifically Jalen Brunson. 5.1 seconds remaining in the first half. DiVincenzo to inbound. Inbounds it to Brunson. Brunson going to drive. Brunson going to lay it up and has that denied by Bamba. And the charge is going to be called against New York in the meantime. And the 76ers will take possession with 1.3 seconds remaining. Kyle Lowry taking charges again from Jalen Brunson this time. He's taken a lot of those in his career, but does it here in the Madison Square Garden. One more shot. Lowry with the ball, potentially going to heave it. Gets out for the Oubre. Oubre going to probably have to launch from half court. Didn't even come close, but wasn't even trying to hit the three. And that is where your first half comes to a close. A very sloppy, low-scoring first half between the 76ers and the New York Knicks. But what does the scoreboard say, ladies and gentlemen? It says that the Philadelphia 76ers lead the New York Knicks at the end of the first half with a score of 37-31. And ladies and gents, on that note, in this very sloppy game between the two Atlantic Division teams, we have approached halftime. Sloppy first half, ladies and gents, but hey, what can you do? What can you do? As long as this team has the lead, I don't care. They just need to get a win. And I do believe the 76ers, if I'm not mistaken, are on a 3-game losing streak up to this point. 3 or 4 games straight. Yeah, 3 straight losses with 3 blown leads, I do believe, in each of those games that they've lost. So they look to get a win here and look to get back in the win column. So there you go, guys. A very low-scoring first half here amongst the two teams. Just like my guy Eagle says right here, yes, sir. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Let's have a little bit of a scrappy game, you know? Let's have a little scrappy game here. But on that note, ladies and gents, we're going to go ahead and go over the first half stats here, and then we're going to go ahead and take the halftime break here like we always do. So starting it off on the Philadelphia 76ers side, despite poor shooting here, Kelly Oubre leading the way for the 76ers at the end of the first half, finishing up the first half with 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 steals. And following that up for the 76ers is Tobias Harris, ending off the first half with 6 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. Then off the bench we go as Paul Reed finishes up the first half with 5 points and a rebound as well as a block. Then Buddy Hield off the bench as well, finishes up the first half with 5 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist as well as a steal. Then back up to the starting 5 where Cameron Payne follows that up with a performance of 3 points, a rebound, and 3 assists as well as a block at the end of the first half. And also following that up for the 76ers is Kyle Lowry, ending off the first half with 2 points, a rebound, 3 assists, and a steal. Also following that up is Mo Bamba with 2 points and a rebound at the end of the first half. And rounding it up off the bench here for the 76ers is KJ Martin, who ends off the first half with 2 points and 2 rebounds to end off the first half stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now to the New York Knicks side now, as Dante DiVincenzo is the team's leading scorer at the end of the first 24 minutes of this game, ending off the first half with 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. And following it up for the New York Knicks is Jalen Brunson on a very poor shooting night so far in this one. Following that up with a performance of 6 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. Then also following that up off the bench is Bojan Bogdanovic, ending off the first half with 5 points and a rebound. Also following that up in the starting 5, let's just go from top to bottom as we go. But following that up here for the New York Knicks is Precious Achiuwa with a performance of 3 points, 5 rebounds, and a steal, as well as 2 blocks at the end of the first half. So Achiuwa overall has had great defense as well as Dante DiVincenzo. And also following that up for the New York Knicks off the bench is Alec Burks with 3 points straight up off the bench. Then going back to the starting 5 here where you have Isaiah Hartenstein finishing up the first half with 2 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And also following that up, you have Josh Hart finishing up the first half with 2 points, 7 rebounds, and an assist as well as a steal. But with 5 turnovers, that is really affecting his game right now so far at the end of the first half. And rounding it off here for the New York Knicks is Jericho Sims, who ends off the first half with 2 points, 6 rebounds, and a steal and a block each to end up the first half stats here for the New York Knicks. Now over to the team stats now, as the Philadelphia 76ers are currently shooting the ball from the field at a percentage of 34.1% to the New York Knicks 30%. The New York Knicks are currently shooting the ball 21.7% from three-point range to the Philadelphia 76ers 20%. The Philadelphia 76ers are currently shooting the ball 80% from the free throw line to the New York Knicks 66.7%. The New York Knicks overall are out-rebounding the Philadelphia 76ers at the end of the first half 30-24. And then same thing goes in terms of the offensive rebounds, favoring the New York Knicks 10-8. In terms of assists, favors the 76ers at the end of the first half 9-8. In terms of steals, that also favors the 76ers at the end of the first half 7-5. Blocks actually favors the New York Knicks at the end of the first half 3-2. In terms of turnovers, the 76ers are currently winning the turnover battle over the New York Knicks 14-6, which is crazy that the New York Knicks have 14 turnovers at the end of the first half. Is that as for the 76ers, if they were to have a bad game in terms of turning the ball over, that's the amount they would have by the end of the game. But the New York Knicks are on track for almost 30 turnovers by the end of this game, which is absolutely crazy if they don't start turning them around. And then in terms of points in the paint, goes in favor of the 76ers at the end of the first half, 20-12. And a total of 6 personal fouls called at the end of the first half. Or rather, a total of 12 personal fouls called at the end of the first half, with 6 fouls called on each team. And ladies and gents, on that note, that is how the first half stats come to an end here in this one. But before we go ahead and take the halftime break here, let's go ahead and go through the chat real quick. Just have to hang on to this lead and keep adding points, and you need a strong second half. Absolutely, let's go. Start to run away with this game. As I'm with you, I just want to win and on our belt again. I just want to win on our belt again. Yes, sir. Let's go. I just need to win, too, to get us off this stupid 3-game losing streak. My guy Bleacher, what's going on, my guy? I appreciate you for coming through, says we can do it. I hope so. Whether if it is a slugfest or if it does start to become a high-scoring shootout, I hope the 76ers can also pull this off at the end of the day when it's all said and done. But Bleacher, my guy, I appreciate you for coming through and tuning in. Hit the like button if you're not done so, my guy. I appreciate you for coming through the stream. So my guy Eagle says, let's have a strong second half like we had on Friday night. Yes, sir. Hopefully, man. Hopefully we do. So let's go Sixers. You already know what it is. Showing love to the road team here in this matchup. But ladies and gents, on that note, we're going to go ahead and take the halftime break here like we always do. Y'all pretty much know how this works, ladies and gents. Go get a snack, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever you guys need to do in order to get ready for the second half of this game between the Philadelphia 76ers and the New York Knicks. And ladies and gents, on that note, I will see y'all back here for the second half. Alright, guys, I am back as we get ready here for the second half, which is about to get underway here in just a few moments. After a very sloppy first half amongst the two teams, they look to make it a bit more competitive and high scoring amongst the two Eastern Conference rivals and the two Atlantic Division rivals at that as well. So they look to make happen here in the second half. We welcome you guys here to the second half where the 76ers lead the New York Knicks right now with a score of 37-31 going into half number 2 as the second half is officially underway. Cameron Payne with the ball, standing at the logo, gets over to Tobias Harris, over to Cameron Payne. Payne going to find Harris at the top of the key, launches a three, shortens it. Rebounded by Jalen Brunson, and here come the New York Knicks, I should say. Brunson with the ball, trying to bully Kyle Lowry, kicks it out to Achua. It looks like we do have a foul here early on against the 76ers. Against one of the members on Nick Nurse's crew. Defensive 3-second violation here against Mo Bamba is the call. So Jalen Brunson will step to the charity stripe here to shoot a technical free throw. Free throw for Jalen Brunson is no good. Surprisingly, Brunson misses the technical free throw, and he usually makes them. It's like Jalen Brunson is not 100% healthy or something. Because I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Like, usually he's efficient. But the inbound pass is in. Brunson with the ball gets it over to Isaiah Hartenstein, puts it up for two, can't hit it. But a foul is called here against Cameron Payne, and Isaiah Hartenstein will shoot two free throws here. Not even 30 seconds into the second half. This is crazy. Isaiah Hartenstein to shoot two free throws here. First one at the line is no good for Isaiah Hartenstein. So far for Isaiah Hartenstein, 2 points for him, shooting 1 of 1 from the field with 6 rebounds, and 3 of them have come on the offensive side. Second one at the line for Isaiah Hartenstein is good. And the 76ers maintain a 5-point lead. Here we go. Cameron Payne with the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Kicks it out to Bamba. Bamba going to look to the outside. Going to find Kyle Lowry. Lowry going to look for options here. Lowry going to drive in the paint. Kicks it out to Bamba. Bamba launching a three. Can't get it to go. Oubre trying to put it back. Can't do so the first time. And Oubre is going to have it count for 2 points as there is a goaltend here against New York. Here we go. Jalen Brunson with the ball. Gets over to DiVincenzo. Back over to Brunson. Brunson going to dump it off to Josh Hart, who launches a three from the corner. Swirls the iron and misses. Rebounded by Harris. Harris brings it down the floor. Going to spin. Kick it out to Lowry. Out to Payne. Payne going to launch a three. Swirls the iron again. Harris can't get the rebounds. He tries to put it back. And it's picked up by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo brings it down the floor. Dumps it off to Brunson. Out to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with the ball. Going to find Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein going to find Jalen Brunson. Brunson going to pull up on the shot for two, and Brunson hits it from 10 feet out, and one as a foul's called against Cameron Payne. Jalen Brunson looking for the N1 opportunity to complete the three-point play. Jalen Brunson heading to the charity stripe now. With 10:24 left to go here in the third quarter, 39-34 is your score, and make it 39-35. Still in favor of Philadelphia here in this very low-scoring contest. But the clock continues to wind down. Jalen Brunson trying to catch a little bit of fire. Kyle Lowry with the ball. Gets over to Harris, over to Oubre. Oubre at the top of the key. Now Oubre going to drive on the inside. Oubre going to look out to Bamba. Bamba puts it up for two over Isaiah Hartenstein. And Isaiah Hartenstein didn't even try to play defense right there as Mo Bamba made the shot look easy. Big shot right there from the third-string center. DiVincenzo with the ball. Gets it over to Isaiah Hartenstein. Back to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo going to dance. DiVincenzo puts it up for two, and it is going to be a charge against Dante DiVincenzo, and the 76ers will take possession of the basketball. Now Kyle Lowry will bring the ball down the floor here for Philadelphia. He'll get it over to Kelly Oubre. Oubre with the ball standing towards the logo of half court. Oubre with the ball going to dance. Oubre going to drive on the inside. Oubre going to fade away on the shot for two. Can't hit it. Rebounded by DiVincenzo. And he'll bring it down the floor. DiVincenzo with the ball. With 9.5 minutes remaining. Gets it out to Brunson. Brunson going to kick it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart looking. Finds Brunson. Brunson looking. Going to launch a three. And Brunson hits it. And that's what New York was looking for from Jalen Brunson in the entire first half. 41-38 your score. Cameron Payne with the ball. Gets over to Tobias Harris. Harris with the ball going to go to his right. Harris looking. Launches from the mid-range for two. Bounces around the rim and misses it. And it's rebounded by Josh Hart. Into the hands of Brunson. Brunson going to drive. Find Hardenstein. Hardenstein going to kick it out to Achua. Out to Brunson. Brunson at the wing right now. Brunson going to his right. Brunson going to drive. Brunson going to try to kick it out and finds nobody. And Kyle Lowry will inbound as the ball goes out of bounds as Brunson throws it out to no man's land. And the 16th turnover of this game for the New York Knicks. And the 76ers will take possession here. Cameron Payne with the ball. Gets over to Kyle Lowry. Lowry going to his left. Finds Oubre. Oubre staying outside the arc. Gets it over to Cameron Payne. Payne going to drive into the paint. Payne going to put it up for two. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Hardenstein. Into the hands of Josh Hart. Hart going to find Brunson. Brunson going to find DiVincenzo, who launches a three. Can't hit it. And it's rebounded here by Tobias Harris and sends Isaiah Hardenstein flying out to Cameron Payne, launching a three. Can't hit it. Rebounded by Precious Achua. Now to the hands of Brunson. Out to Josh Hart. Hart going to kick it out. All the way out to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo at the top of the key. DiVincenzo going to his right. DiVincenzo going to find Jalen Brunson. Brunson going to drive here. Brunson still driving, and Brunson will be fouled. Going to be a foul called against Kyle Lowry, and they're going to say it's a foul in shooting motion. And Nick Nurse is like, what in the world are you talking about? Nick Nurse says, did you see Jalen Brunson in shooting motion? Because I didn't. Jalen Brunson here after a slow first quarter has started to pick it up a little bit, one shot by one shot. First one at the line is good for Jalen Brunson. If you guys are looking for another game to watch, you got the Warriors, and I do believe it said the Warriors and the Lakers matching up this upcoming Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So if you guys are looking for something to watch, go ahead and be sure to go ahead and watch that. Here we go. Jalen Brunson to attempt the second free throw to put the New York Knicks down by a singular point. Second one at the line is good for Jalen Brunson to make it a one-point game. Now the 76ers will look for a basket here. Can they find one? Lowry with the ball gets over to Harris. Harris guarded by Achua at the top of the key. Harris waiting for his moment. Harris going to his left. Finds Oubre out in the corner for three, and Oubre can't hit it. Rebounded by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo going to find Brunson. Brunson at the top of the key. Brunson going to his left. Brunson staying on the inside. Brunson puts up a shot for two. Might have had that block. It's hard to tell. But a tip pass by Hardenstein out to Achua over to Hart. And it looks like we have a travel here against New York. And New York, you know what I'm saying. You can't do that. And it's going to be a travel. And you can't do that. We're doing the mambo out here. We're doing the mambo. Here we go. Kelly Oubre with the ball, going to drive. Oubre looking for options here. Kicks out to Hield. Hield out to Lowry. Lowry going to launch in three and hits it. Kyle Lowry says, we're not going anywhere. We're not going to be down to the lead. We're not going to lose our lead right now. We ain't going nowhere. Brunson with the ball, puts the shot up for two, can't hit it. Rebounded by Hardenstein. Hardenstein out to DiVincenzo, launching a three and hits it. Are you kidding me? You got to be joking, dude. And 6:40 left to go here in the third quarter, and a timeout call here by Philadelphia to talk things over on their bench. 6:40 left to go here in the third, and a one-point game. 44-43 is the score. 12 points by the New York Knicks, 7 by the 76ers. Knicks starting to pick it up, but how will the 76ers respond? We shall see. Ladies and gents, I will be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Just had to go ahead and grab something. And we are back now. So let's see how the rest of the third quarter goes and just overall the rest of this game. All right, guys, just ended up dropping something, so I had to go ahead and pick it right back on up. An important piece here. As looks like to start out the commercial break to begin the third quarter after the commercial break, we do have a foul, looks like against Philly. Or not against Philly, against New York, I should say. Now, Paul Reed will step to the free throw line here for the 76ers. Looking to make this a three-point game yet again. First one at the line is off the mark. Come on, Paul Reed. Better than that, dude. Come on. All right, guys, just had to fix that once again as Paul Reed was able to make the second free throw. And the 76ers continue to play great defense here with 6 minutes left to go. They come away with a massive defensive rebound. Batum with the ball. Gets over to Lowry. Up the baseline he goes. Loses the ball. Picked up by Josh Hart. In the hands of Brunson. Brunson staying inside the arc. Now going outside the arc. Now driving. Brunson finds DiVincenzo. The reverse layup is good for Dante DiVincenzo. 76ers trying to regain the lead. 13 points for DiVincenzo, in addition to 5 of 12 in the field with 7 rebounds. Buddy Hield with the ball, going to dance. Can kick it out to Oubre. Oubre going to drive. Going to let it up off the window, and Oubre puts it in. Thank you, Kelly Oubre. It's about freaking time. Just a little outside. 5 minutes left to go here in the third. 47-45 is your score in favor of the Sixers. Brunson puts the shot up for 2. Puts it in. Tough shot right there from Jalen Brunson, who's starting to pick it up after a slow start to the first quarter. Oubre up the baseline off the pump fake. Tries to go up for 2. Can't hit it, but is fouled. Cannot tell who the foul is on. Looks to be against Isaiah Hardenstein. I just want to make sure, and yes, it is against Isaiah Hardenstein. Just come on, Sixers, pick it up. You already know. First one on the line for Kelly Oubre is good. Let's go. This is welcome back. Too much cheese can do that to you. LMAO. See another one of those funny sayings. Here we go. Isaiah Hardenstein going to the locker room. Looks like he did get injured a little bit, so going to the locker room to get that checked out. Kelly Oubre to attempt the second free throw. Second free throw for Kelly Oubre is good. Let's go. Come on, keep this lead. Hang on to it. Let's go. 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 76ers lead the New York Knicks 49-47. Jalen Brunson with the ball. Going to kick it out to Achua. Achua kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson pump fakes. Brunson still looking. Now receives the double team. Now Batum guards him. Brunson going to find Achua. Achua going to put the shot up for 2. Achua can't hit it. But a foul called here against Paul Reed. And Achua will head to the charity stripe. First free throw at the line is missed by Precious Achua. First one on the line missed by Precious Achua, but will not miss the second. 76ers looking to hang on to their lead. 4.5 minutes remaining. Cameron Payne with the ball gets over to Harris. Harris can kick it out to Batum, out to Hield. Hield at the top of the key. 4-3, and Hield puts it in. But Jericho Sims inbounds now to Jalen Brunson, crossing half court. Brunson going to go to his right. Brunson kicking it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart going to drive, going to put the shot up for 2, and Josh Hart puts it in. Tough shot right there from Josh Hart, the veteran himself. Here we go. 4 minutes left to go here in the third. Cameron Payne with the ball is going to find Harris. Over to Batum. Over to Hield. Back to Batum. Over to Cameron Payne. Payne going to drive. Going to put it up for 2 on the floater. And Cameron Payne puts it in. Let's go. Come on. 3:40 remains here in the third. 54-50 is your score. Clock continues to wind down, but Brunson brings it down the floor. Brunson, guarded by Hield. Brunson going to drive, kick it out to Achua. Achua going to drive, go up the baseline, puts the shot up for 2, and he puts it in. It's a nice mid-range jumper in the paint, rather I should say, for Precious Achua. Here we go. Payne with the ball. Going to get it over to Harris. Back to Batum. Over to Harris. Harris going to drive. Going to kick it out to Hield. Hield going to launch another one. 4-3, and Hield puts it in again. Buddy Hield trying to catch a little fire here off the bench to contribute to the team. 11 points, 3 of 4 from three-point range. Brunson going to launch a three. Can't hit it. Rebounded by Batum into the hands of Harris. Harris will bring it down the floor. Harris with 2:45 left to go here in the third. Harris going to drive. Harris going to spin. Harris going to fade away on this shot for two, and Harris puts it in again. Tough shot for Harris, and a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau once again. 76ers hanging on to the lead. Now up to a 7-point lead here against the New York Knicks by a score of 59-52 with 2:41 left to go here in the third quarter. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. My guy, Star Wars 99. What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you coming through. Says, are you going to miss Fletch? Yeah, it's going to be a shame to not have him on the D-line next year. But his time in Philadelphia, my guy, was coming to an end. And it's a good thing that he did go ahead and decide to go ahead and retire as an Eagle. Retire the right way. And I really think they should also, in addition to retiring Jason Kelsey's number, should also retire Fletcher Cox's number as well. Pause on the last name, by the way. But my guy, Star Wars 99, man, appreciate you for coming through and dropping the question. Hit the like button if you have not done so, my guy. Appreciate you for coming through the stream. Says two great players from the Eagles are gone. Yeah, it's a shame, but their careers were coming down to an end anyway, so I mean, it doesn't make sense. So let's go 76ers. You already know, Charles. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, guys. Show the energy up in the chat. Come on. Even if it's a slugfest, let's still win this game. Come on. Let's go. My guy, Charles Adley, always dropping the love and support up in the chat. Says like, share, invite, subscribe for each person to experience BLC Sports Channel. Setting the standards in the live stream broadcast on the YouTube social media platform. Yes, sir. Let's go. So you can express yourself on BLC Sports Channel live win discussion with fair and balanced. Yes, sir. Let's get it. NBA action is fantastic on a Sunday night. Yes, sir. Let's go. So stay focused. You already know. Let's get it. Says DeAndre Swift staying in Philly. Eagles like connections to Jonathan. I'm not sure who you mean by Jonathan, unless if you're referring to Jonathan Taylor. Because the only running backs I have heard rumored to the Philadelphia Eagles is Austin Eckler and Saquon Barkley. So I'm not sure if the Eagles are officially re-signing DeAndre Swift or what's going on there. I doubt that they've re-signed DeAndre Swift up to this point. I doubt it. If you want a guy to get another shot and can take him on a cheap contract, you go with DeAndre Swift, who you can use as a running back and a receiving back. If you also want to go with a guy that you can put behind a very good offensive line and can also receive the ball a little bit as well as run the football very well behind a good offensive line without getting injured, that's also going to be up the alley of Saquon Barkley. But if you want a guy that also can come out and go out on a limb and also make something happen for your team as well, also behind a good offensive line but is not really a receiving back, you could get Austin Eckler, but he would just cost a little bit more money, to say the least. But I would not be mad if the Eagles brought back DeAndre Swift. I just think they need a good RB2, and I'm not sure if Kenneth Gainwell is the guy. As a network family united for standing tall against all as BSG Sports Channel, the leader in sports talk without standing play-by-play with professional commentary. Yes, sir. Let's get it. As the 76ers New York Knicks game comes back on, it looks like we have another turnover here against the New York Knicks. As they called a carry here on Dante DiVincenzo. Miles McBride enters the game here to replace Jalen Brunson. Here we go. Harris with the ball here for the Sixers. Harris launching a jump shot from the mid-range, swirls the iron and misses. And it's rebounded by Josh Hart. And here come the New York Knicks. Just outside 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. He gets it over to Jericho Sims, guarded by Paul Reed. Sims going to find his man, Josh Hart, going to kick it out to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo Looking for options, guarded by Hield. DiVincenzo going to launch a three and way off the mark. Just had to get it off at that point. And be rebounded here by the Sixers. Cameron Payne with the ball. Gets it over to Hield. Hield back to Payne. Payne out to Harris. Harris on the inside. Kicks it back out to Payne. Payne back to Harris on the outside. Harris working against Achua. Harris going to drive. Work in the paint. Puts it up for two and puts it in with less than a minute and a half left to go in the third quarter. 61-52 with a minute 20 left to go in the third. McBride with the ball. Gets it over to Jericho Sims. Sims going to find Josh Hart. Gets it over to Achua. Achua looking. Guarded by Harris. Achua looking. Gets past Harris, but gets blocked by Paul Reed. Paul Reed says, get that weak stuff out of here. That's going out of bounds. I'm going to send you packing. In the meantime, here for the New York Knicks, Bojan Bogdanovic will enter the game to replace Precious Achua. Miles McBride to inbound, gets it into Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic coming through, puts it in for the tough shot. Here we go. Cameron Payne with the ball. Going to find Tobias Harris. Just about 50 seconds remain here in the third. Now Buddy Hield with the ball. Gets over to Harris at the top of the key. Harris going to his right. Harris dancing for dear life. Harris kicking it out to Payne. Payne kicks it out to Reed. Reed going to drive. Going to put it up for two off the window. And Reed puts it in. Reed's trying to say it counts. But the officials disagree, and so does the New York Knicks bench. Did he get it off in time? Not even remotely close. So, yes, the officials are right with that call in saying that Paul Reed was stated for the shot clock violation. And Miles McBride got denied by Paul Reed, but the putback goes for Jericho Sims. From a foot underneath the basket, he'll throw it down with one hand. Here we go. Cameron Payne with the ball. About 6 seconds separating shot and game clock. Payne going to drive. Payne up off the window. Puts it in. On the driving layup is Cameron Payne. Let's go. 5 seconds remain. McBride bringing it down the floor. McBride dancing. McBride loses the ball. Kicks out to DiVincenzo. And he didn't even get off regardless. And that takes us to the end of the third quarter where the 76ers still maintaining the lead here over the New York Knicks by 7 in this very sloppy game, but much better scoring in terms of both sides overall. 76ers with 26 points in the third quarter, while the New York Knicks with 25 points put up in the third quarter, but still leads to the 76ers up by 7. Very interesting game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you that much right now, to say the least. Very interesting game. Kind of low scoring, honestly. Actually, it is low scoring at the end of the day when it's all said and done. But can the 76ers finish off the New York Knicks at the end of it? At the end of the game, can they finish off the New York Knicks? I'm going to tell you guys one thing, though. If Jalen Brunson went ahead and had a better start to this game for the New York Knicks, we're not even having this conversation right now of the 76ers potentially winning this game for their first time in 3 straight games. We're not even having this conversation right now if Jalen Brunson would have stepped up. I mean, Isaiah Hartenstein's been just fine. Josh Hart hasn't been that efficient. And then this bench has just been mid. I mean, Bogdanovic with 7 points and a rebound. Jericho Sims with 4 points and 6 rebounds, as well as a steal and a block each. And Alec Burks hasn't done anything, and then Miles McBride has been horrible. As for the 76ers, Paul Reed doing what he can off the bench with 6 points and 2 boards and 3 blocks. So Paul Reed's been pretty good defensively, it seems like. And KJ Martin really hasn't done too much. Nico Batum's been pretty much like god-awful. Kelly Oubre able to put up 18 points with no three-pointers needed. Tobias Harris, the next best scorer, with 10 points after Kelly Oubre. In terms of the starting five, it's Kelly Oubre is the best scorer, and then Tobias Harris is the second best scorer. But overall, it's Kelly Oubre as the best scorer, and Buddy Hield as the second best scorer. As the fourth quarter is officially underway. Come on, chat, stand up. Let's go. Stand up. Let's finish this game. As the fourth quarter begins here, 76ers lead the New York Knicks 63-56 as Tobias Harris comes away with the steal. Off the pass, I do believe, off of Bogdanovich. Harris with the ball, going to get it over to Cameron Payne. Payne at the top of the key, going to dance with it. 30 seconds into the fourth quarter. Payne passes it to Batum, back to Payne, gets it over to Harris. Harris receives the double team, kicks it out to Payne. Payne going to drive. Payne going to kick it out to Reed. Reed going to put the shot up 4-2, and Reed puts it in. Tough shot right there from Paul Reed, and when the 76ers need it most, they got it. That was what the 76ers needed right there. That was one they were looking for. Alec Burks with the ball here for the New York Knicks. Alec Burks up off the window, puts it up, can't hit it. And a foul is going to be called here against the Sixers. Looks to be against Buddy Hield. Actually, no, it's going to be against Paul Reed. So Paul Reed will be called for the foul. And Alec Burks will go to the line to shoot 2. For Paul Reed's sake, that's only his first foul of the game, as the first one on the line is good for Alec Burks. Second one on the line at the line for Alec Burks is good as well. As we see Julius Randle sitting on the bench, looks like he is next to Precious Achiuwa. And you see Jalen Brunson on the bench as well, who has also not had an efficient game today. As Cameron Payne with the ball gets over to Tobias Harris, and Tobias Harris with a bad pass back to Cameron Payne is stolen away by Miles McBride. McBride gets over to Jericho Sims. Sims finds his man. Miles McBride gets out to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich launching a 3, and Bogdanovich hits it. When it matters most, the New York Knicks are finding a way to stay in this game. But the 76ers looking to maintain the lead. 65-61. Bogdanovich doing whatever he can off the bench as Payne with the ball gets over to Reed, finds Hield. Hield going to drive against Burks, now going to fade away on the shot for 2, and Hield puts it in. Tough shot from Buddy Hield. Here we go. Miles McBride with the ball here, standing at the logo for the New York Knicks. Gets it over to Bojan Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich looking for options as the ball stripped away by Batum, but Bogdanovich picks it up, fakes the 3, gets over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, the sidestep for 3, shortens it, rebounded by Reed, and here come the Sixers. Now the ball is put in the hands of Buddy Hield. Hield looking for options, going to drive. Hield going to dump it off to Payne. Payne going to keep it in play, gets out to Batum, over to Harris, going to launch a 3. Harris shortens the 3-point shot, and it's rebounded by Josh Hart. Josh Hart to bring it down the floor. Josh Hart running with it and has that ball stripped and taken away and picked up by Batum in the hands of Payne. Payne going to dance with it, guarded by Jericho Sims. Payne going to roll like a bowling ball over to Tobias Harris. Harris going to roll back like a bowling ball out to Payne, launching a 3, shortens it and off to the right. But Batum hits it out to Hield for 3. Hield can't hit it either. Harris trying to battle for the ball. Reed comes away with it. Reed tries to put it up for 2, and Reed can't get it to go, but the ball is going to go in favor of New York, and the New York Knicks will take over with less than 9 minutes remaining. Just got to hold these guys off. Buddy Hield's having a solid night shooting. 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal and a block each. So Buddy Hield doing really solidly off the bench, though. As Alec Burks with the ball, gets over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart going to find McBride in the corner. McBride going to go sidestep for three. Misses the mark off to the right. Rebounded by Buddy Hield. And here come the Sixers. 76ers still up by 6, 67-61. Harris with the ball, and a timeout called here by the 76ers to talk things over. 76ers look to run away with this game inside 8.5 minutes remaining. With a 6-point game here, the 76ers looking to seal the deal here in the fourth quarter and get their first win here in this Eastern Conference matchup for their first win in 3 games. So stay focused, Sixers. Crank it up. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. They have to hang on to this one. Buddy Hield is literally carrying the 76ers in terms of the three-point shooting right now. If Buddy Hield is not in this game right now, the 76ers are down to the Knicks by like 3 points. The 76ers are shooting 6 of 26 from 3 and 27 of 71 from the field, which is absolutely ridiculous. And then it hasn't been anything different from the New York Knicks either. 34.9% from the field and then 23.5% from 3. So it's been nothing different from the New York Knicks either. So the 76ers are looking to finish this off. And hopefully they do. Because they need this W here. They need to find a way to pull this W out. No matter how close the game is, no matter how sloppy the game is, 76ers need to pick up this W. Like, they absolutely need it. Because look at the stretch that they're on. They have to play the New York Knicks on Tuesday. As we're still on the timeout. Like, look at this stretch that they're on, man. Like, this is ridiculous right here. Like, they have to play the New York Knicks again on Tuesday. They have to play the Bucks on Thursday. They have to play the Hornets on Saturday. They have to play the Miami Heat next Monday. And the next Wednesday, they start their West Coast trip with a Wednesday night matchup against the Phoenix Suns, a Friday night matchup against the Lakers. And then, oh my goodness, it's crazy. As the game is back on, Cameron Payne gets over to Buddy Hield, back to Payne, launching a 3 and shortens it. Rebounded by Alec Burks, now in the hands of Jalen Brunson. Can anyone from the New York Knicks catch some fire? Brunson with the ball, going to drive, going to spin. Brunson guarded here by Buddy Hield, gets over to Bojan Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic tosses it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart up the baseline, puts it up for 2. Josh Hart can't get it. Rebounded by Harris, and here come the Sixers. Harris with it, gets it over to Cameron Payne. Payne with it, gets it over to Hield. Hield going to launch 3, and Hield drains it. Buddy Hield with the 3. How about that? Increasing the lead up to 9. 70-61. Jalen Brunson with the ball. Brunson with it. Brunson puts the shot up for 2 from the paint. Brunson can't get it to go. Rebounded here by the New York Knicks. Picked up by Josh Hart initially. Back over to Brunson. Now into the hands of Josh Hart again. Hart going to find Jericho Sims, who puts the shot up for two off the back of the rim, missed it. Rebounded by Batum, now to the hands of Buddy Hield. Hield going to drive. Get the initial contact off of Brunson, but Buddy Hield is going to be called for the offensive foul. And the New York Knicks will have an opportunity to respond, and Buddy Hield comes away from that play limping with outside 7 minutes remaining. Oh, yeah, he did get his ankle a little bit. Looks like it is his ankle. But Buddy Hield has still played his butt off in this game. 16 points, shooting the ball 6 of 9 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3 for Buddy Hield. Hopefully he's okay. He's just trying to walk it off. Might be trying to walk into the locker room. And it's hard to see what he's doing here, as they're going to have him go to the locker room here to get that checked out. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, and hopefully he can come back into this game as Jericho Sims with the ball. Gets over to Jalen Brunson. And Brunson's going to be fouled here. Looks like by Kelly Oubre. And Brunson's not Brunson. Buddy Hield looks like he's on the exercise bike, so Buddy Hield's not okay. Buddy Hield's not going to the locker room. This doesn't look to be too severe. Looking to shake it off on the exercise bike. Here we go. Bojan Bogdanovic with the ball. Bogdanovic looking for options here. Bogdanovic hands it off to Brunson. Brunson going to drive. Brunson can't get it to go, but it's rebounded here by the Sixers. Lowry with the ball. Finds Harris. Harris going to his right. Harris finds Lowry. Lowry gets it over to Harris. Harris guarded by Jericho Sims. Harris going to dance at the top of the key. Harris looking. Harris kicking it out to Payne. And Payne will step out of bounds. Misses the shot anyway. And it'll be a turnover here for the 76ers. In the meantime, though, Precious Achiuwa will enter the game here to replace Jericho Sims. So it looks like Jericho Sims was the center, and now it will belong to Precious Achiuwa. So it looks like Isaiah Hardenstein is still on the bench. And indeed he is. So Achiuwa will be playing some small ball 5 here for the New York Knicks as Brunson gets over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo driving, puts up off the window and puts it in. Nobody said this game was going to be easy, even if it was a slugfest. Inside 6 minutes remaining. 76ers up 70-63 over the New York Knicks. Cameron Payne with the ball here for Philadelphia. Cameron Payne going to drive, going to try to kick it out, but Cameron Payne had that ball deflected by a New York Knick, and it will stay with Philadelphia. Here we go. Kyle Lowry with the ball. Gets over to Cameron Payne. Back to Lowry at the top of the key. Just has to launch the shot from the mid-range. Can't get it to go. And Paul Reed cannot come away with the rebounds. It's picked up by Josh Hart. In the hands of Brunson. Brunson kicking it out to Josh Hart. Hart finds DiVincenzo. 4-3. Not even remotely close. Paul Reed battles for the rebound. And Paul Reed will be fouled on the player by Precious Achiuwa. The ball will regardless stay with the 76ers, whether Paul Reed was going to come away with the rebound or not. Precious Achiuwa was just trying to get a little aggressive, but got a little too aggressive with B-Ball Paul. Don't mess with Paul Reed, who comes out of the mud, no matter how many points he has or what he's doing. Off the bench or in the starting 5. 5:15 left to go here in the fourth. Can the 76ers hold on to this lead and hold on to the win? Here we go. Lowry with the ball, going to bring it down the floor. Lowry, guarded by Jalen Brunson, now gets it over to Batum. Batum, guarded by Bogdanovic, gets it over to Oubre, and he barely got the ball past DiVincenzo. Oubre puts the shot up for 2, and Oubre is fouled. So Oubre to go to the charity strike here to shoot 2 with less than 5 minutes remaining. TP1, what's going on, my guy? I appreciate you coming through. Says this game might break the record for the lowest scoring game this year. I'm not even sure what the lowest scoring game this year has been, honestly. As Kelly Oubre to go ahead and attempt the first free throw here. First free throw at the line is missed here from Kelly Oubre. Second one on the line by Oubre is missed as well, and that is not what you want to see. You don't want to see that at all whatsoever. Here we go. Brunson with the ball here for New York. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart launching a three. Comes up short, but it looks like a foul here against the 76ers. The foul is going to be called against Nico Batum. I don't think it's going to be the lowest scoring game, TP1, honestly. I don't think it's going to be, but if it did, that'd be crazy, though. TV1, appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Hit the like button if you have not done so, and appreciate you for coming through the stream. As Achua puts the shot up for two, the ball swirls around the iron. Paul Reed keeps it in play, and it will belong to Philadelphia. Great job by Paul Reed keeping the ball in bounds. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go here. Come on. Let's finish this. Here we go. Kyle Lowry with the ball. Gets over to Batum. Finds Oubre. Oubre going to drive. Oubre trying to put it up for two and loses the ball. Picked up by Hartenstein. Now in the hands of Josh Hart, who lays up off the window. Can't hit it. Rebounded by Achua for the moment. Achua is getting the ball swatted right now and is double teamed up to this point. Finds DiVincenzo, and DiVincenzo is knocked to the floor. And they're still going as we have a brawl here in Madison Square Garden. Isaiah Hartenstein and Achua going at it here. What looks like Kyle Lowry, or not Kyle Lowry, with Paul Reed and Kelly Oubre. As they didn't like what they were seeing right there. Batum and Oubre were trying to tangle with DiVincenzo for the ball. And Oubre was not letting DiVincenzo get up, so that's why Oubre got pushed out of the way. Isaiah Hartenstein says, move off my player, buddy. And then Paul Reed gets involved in the mix. And then you got Harrison Batum in there as well. That'll be a personal foul called against Kelly Oubre. Okay, now they're going to try to review this for a technical, so this is great. This is great. They're going to try to review this for a technical. Give me a break, dude. Technical, flagrant, something. They're going to try to review this for one of those. They're going to try to bring that up to a flagrant or a technical. Like, give me a break, man. And what else is Kelly Oubre supposed to do? What else is he supposed to do? How else is he supposed to move without falling? They got a whole scuffle on one side of the court. But I mean, it's not Kelly Oubre's problem that he couldn't back up because DiVincenzo was grabbing his legs. So like, there should technically be a foul on DiVincenzo too. Like, why is he grabbing the leg of Kelly Oubre? Like, give me a break, man. There should be a foul against Donte DiVincenzo too. I mean, like, you can't just wrap your hands around somebody's leg. I mean, you can't do that. So this should be a foul against Donte DiVincenzo too. There's going to be a foul on Kelly Oubre. Like, come on, man. You can't just grab somebody's ankle or leg. I mean, come on, dude. If they just tee up Kelly Oubre, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind if they're just going to give Kelly Oubre a technical. They better keep this a common foul or give a technical to both Kelly Oubre and Donte DiVincenzo. Because you can't just pull on Kelly Oubre's leg and try to injure the guy. I mean, come on, man. You can't do that. Sure, Kelly Oubre hit him on the head. Okay, that's one thing. But not letting him get up is another thing. And then wrapping your arm around Kelly Oubre is another thing. Like, you can't just wrap your hand around somebody's leg or ankle. You can't do that. If you're going to do anything, just give both of them a technical. I don't care. Just give both of the guys a technical, okay? Like, you can't wrap your hand around somebody's ankle. Like, you can't do that. And in addition to knocking them down to the floor, I mean, give me a break, dude. Like, if you're going to foul Kelly Oubre, you might as well foul Dante DiVincenzo. You might as well. Because it take 10 million years to talk this play over. So it looks like we did get the official ruling here as Kelly Oubre will be called for a personal foul. We have a double technical on Dante DiVincenzo and Paul Reed, and then a technical foul also on Isaiah Hartenstein. So 4 guys ended up getting a foul call. 3 of them were technicals. I mean, what else is Kelly Oubre supposed to do, dude? I mean, how else is he supposed to move out of the way? Y'all gotta make this make sense, man. Y'all gonna make this make a lick of sense here. I mean, seriously. Technical free throw for Tobias Harris is too strong. Come on, Toby. You can't be missing those. They're gifted points, Tobias. Goodness me. And they're not going to give him an opportunity on the other end because 3 of their guys got technical fouls, or 2 of them did. Hardenstein and DiVincenzo both got technicals, so they're not even going to give him an opportunity. As Hardenstein with the ball hands it off to DiVincenzo, over to Josh Hart, out to Brunson in the corner for 3, can't hit it. Rebounded by Harrison in the hands of Lowry, and here come the Sixers. Lowry with the ball, looking for options, spreading the floor, gets it over to Oubre. Oubre coming up to the top of the key. Oubre standing at the logo. It's a 7-point game, 70-63 with 3:40 left to go in the 4th. Oubre at the top of the key, now going to his left, finds Harris. Harris looking, finds Oubre. Oubre out to Reed. Reed wide open for 3. Over Isaiah Hartenstein. And he hits it. Huge shot right there from B-Ball Poe, who's had a really nice night off the bench. Brunson with the shot, puts it up for 2 and 1 as he makes the shot. Foul's going to be called on Paul Reed after his great 3 that he made in the corner. After he made that, Brunson just went ahead and silenced the crowd. I mean, if Brunson would have got it going sooner, he would have had more than 19 points right now. This dude would have more than 19 points right now if he would have got it going sooner. This man literally could have this man could have 40 points right now if he would have made more shots than this. This man could have 40 points right now, probably like 35, if he would have made more shots. So you have to kind of blame it on Brunson for not getting it going early. And Reed with the reverse layup gets it to go underneath the basket. Come on, 3 minutes to go here. Let's go. Let's go. Paul Reed with 13 points and 6 boards off the bench, as well as shooting 5 of 8 from the field. And looks like we have a foul called here against Philadelphia after the initial shot here by New York. A foul will be called against Philly, specifically a foul called against Tobias Harris for a loose ball foul. And a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau to talk things over with his team. I say keep Paul Reed off the bench. I say do it. Until Joel Embiid gets back, keep Paul Reed off the bench and keep starting Mo Bamba. Because Paul Reed can be really effective off the bench. He can be. Like, the dude is 6 for 9 right now from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. When would you ever hear a stat line of Paul Reed shooting the ball 4 of 6 from 3-point range? When would you hear a stat line like that? In addition to 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Or rather, that's Buddy Hield's stat line. But in addition to that, 6 rebounds and an assist and 4 blocks for Paul Reed. Like, that is crazy. Now, Buddy Hield's stat line, 16 points, shooting the ball 6 of 9 from the field. Oh, wait. I was reading Buddy Hield's stat line. So Buddy Hield's stat line, 16 points, shooting the ball 6 of 9 from the field, and 4 of 6 from 3. Putting up 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal, in addition to his 16 points. And then Paul Reed off the bench with 13 points, 6 rebounds, and an assist, as well as 4 blocks. And then in terms of his shooting, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. I mean, I'll take that all day long from Paul Reed. I say keep him off the bench until Joel Embiid gets back, which will hopefully be come the end of March, early April, at some point right there. I'm not sure if Embiid's going to be on a minutes restriction and if Paul Reed's still going to get a lot of time. But, I mean, we shall see. I mean, Joel Embiid has not played in God knows how long. So I would not be surprised if Joel Embiid starts his return on a minutes restriction towards the end of the season. I would not be shocked whatsoever. I mean, usually whenever you're not playing that long, or let me rephrase that. When you're usually not playing for a certain amount of games, and if it's a big time amount, Joel Embiid would technically be on a minutes restriction. But the question is, would they bring him off the bench? I don't think they would, but I think they would give Paul Reed a lot of time off the bench to replace Joel Embiid to make sure his injury is not aggravated yet again. Fewest points in a win this season, 89, put up by the Clippers against the Minnesota Timberwolves earlier this year. Looks like first free throw at the line was good for Precious Achiuwa, and same going for the second. So inside 3 minutes remaining, 2:57 left to go here in the fourth. Clock is ticking. Here we go. Harris with the ball here for the Sixers. Gets it over to Oubre, over to Reed. And Reed trying to find his way. Can't seem to do so. It looks like the foul is going to be called here against Isaiah Hartenstein. Isaiah Hartenstein being called for the personal foul. And Batum here to inbound. Batum inbounding it here to Kelly Oubre. Oubre guarded by DiVincenzo. Oubre dancing for dear life. Oubre still looking for an option. Oubre finds his way out of there. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Oubre got to dance with it. Oubre puts it up for 2. Can't get to go. Reed gets it back. And Reed gets denied towards the rim. And a shot clock violation here for the 76ers results in an opportunity here for New York to make a play. 76ers looking to maintain this lead in a very low-scoring game here. Inside 2.5 minutes remaining. Brunson with the ball off the pass from Josh Hart. Back to Brunson, out to Josh Hart, launching a 3, and it's cash money. Here we go. Harris with the ball. Gets it over to Kyle Lowry. Lowry with it. Wells Fargo's, or not the Wells Fargo Center. The Madison Square Garden starting to rise to the occasion. Lowry dancing, launches a three, and drains it. Woo! And that just got the Madison Square Garden silent. That just silenced the Madison Square Garden here. As soon as that shot by Josh Hart was launched, Kyle Lowry said, "You'll pay for that." Josh Hart with the ball, going to dump it off to Brunson. Brunson going up the baseline. Brunson now going to find a two on the kick out. Back to Brunson, over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart going to drive, going to put the shot up for two, and he puts it in. Minute 40 remains here in the fourth. Clock continues to wind down. Kyle Lowry standing out at Logo Land. Lowry looking for an option here. It's still guarded by Brunson for dear life. Lowry still dancing. Lowry still looking. 4, 3, 2. Lowry the shot from the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Achua. And here come the New York Knicks looking for an opportunity to answer. DiVincenzo with the ball. Gets it over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson at the top of the key for three. Way off the mark. Rebounded by Harris. Here come the Sixers. A minute left to go. Harris bringing it down the floor. Harris just looking to keep the ball in play without getting fouled. And a timeout called by Nick Nurse and his team. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. It's a 5-point game. Low-scoring game. Grinded out slugfest. 76ers looking for their first win here against these New York Knicks. My guy Charles Adderley continues to show support up in the chat. Appreciate you, Charles Adderley. This is like, share, invite, subscribe to BOC Sports Channel. Send the standards in the live stream broadcast. Yes, sir. Let's go. Come on, chat. Let's go. Get hyped up in the chat. Let's go. 56.2 seconds remaining. Come on, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let me hear you, chat. Let me hear you guys up in here. Each team with one challenge remaining. New York with one foul to give. Oubre with the initial strip, but a foul called against Kelly Oubre. After the timeout, Dante DiVincenzo called for a personal foul, I should say. And now it'll be the 76ers taking possession of the basketball. Nico Batum to inbound. Batum inbounds to Reed over to Lowry. Lowry going to spin around. DiVincenzo going to go up the baseline. Lowry going to find Batum. Batum to Lowry. Lowry going to wait for the opportunity. Lowry going to find Oubre. Oubre drives. And it's going to be a charge called on Kelly Oubre. Oubre wants to disagree with the call. But with 37.5 seconds left, now is not the time for all this nonsense. Here we go. Under 35 seconds remaining. 78-73 is your score. Achua out in the corner for three. Not even remotely close, and Oubre comes away with the rebound. Oubre finds Harris. Harris dumps it out into no man's land. Picked up by DiVincenzo. Out to Brunson, who lost the ball, and it's going to go with Philadelphia. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Shut these New York Knicks fans up for good. Come on. And timeout call by the 76ers here to talk things over. They probably know full court press is coming here from New York. But New York with one foul to give, so they'd have to foul them real quick if they want an opportunity at another possession. Let's close this game out. You already know. Let's go. Come on. One of, if not the sloppiest game of all time in many years, man. This is driving me insane right now. Come on, Sixers. Let's finish this game. This is cliffhanger ending, nail biting time. You already know, man. Let's go. I'm all in for it. The cardiac, the slugfest. Come on now. Batum needs to inbound. Inbounds it to Harris. And Harris will be fouled immediately here by Josh Hart. So apparently they did not have a foul to give, as they already took that last foul to give, and they used it on that. First one on the line for Tobias Harris is no good. Needs to make the second one right here. $10 points for Tobias Harris, 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. Second free throw at the line is good for Tobias Harris. Now 1 for 3 from the line is Toby. And a timeout call here by Tom Thibodeau to talk things over. They want a quick possession. They're going to want a quick possession here. And a game where all odds were stacked against the 76ers to win this game. Seems to have this go in potentially the opposite direction. As coming out of the timeout here for New York, it looks like Alec Burks is going to come into the game to replace Precious Achiuwa. Bojan Bogdanovic will enter the game to replace Isaiah Hartenstein. And Paul Reed will enter the game to replace Cameron Payne. Kelly Oubre with 18 points and 10 rebounds makes it his second double-double of the year. So shout out to Kelly Oubre for getting that. But 14.8 seconds remaining. But this game, I would say for New York, assuming they do lose this game, it's definitely on the players. I mean, the 76ers obviously have to be better than this going into their next matchup on Tuesday. They obviously have to be better. Because I'll guarantee the New York Knicks are not shooting like this again. They're not going to. Brunson with the inbound into Bogdanovic, back to Brunson. Brunson going to drive up off the window, can't get to go. Out to DiVincenzo for 2, can't get it. Harris with the rebound, and Harris is going to dribble it out. And your Philadelphia 76ers in this grinded out slugfest are going to beat the New York Knicks for the first time this year. And now we'll get their first win against the New York Knicks to make a 2-1 regular season series lead in favor of New York still. Last game where both teams scored fewer than 80 points was on January 6th of 2016, where the Denver Nuggets defeated the Minnesota Timberwolves 78-74. And the 76ers were off by 1 point on each side, 79-73. And with this win is their first win without Embiid and Maxey this year. But honestly, man, for the New York Knicks' sake, it's definitely on the players. There's no way in the world this is against the coaching. There's no way in the world this is against the coaching. You think it's against the coaching, you're crazy. Like 2 of 8 from Precious Achiuwa, 6 of 22 from Jalen Brunson. I mean, if Jalen Brunson catches fire, New York wins this game easily. If he catches fire way earlier, 6 of 22 from the field, 1 of 9 from 3, 4 of 13 from the field for Josh Hart, 1 of 7 from 3 for Josh Hart as well. 6 of 17 from the field for Dante DiVincenzo, 3 of 12 from 3. And nobody could just catch fire from New York. Even their star players, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, they really couldn't do too much of anything. But especially Jalen Brunson, which I'm actually the most surprised about that he couldn't get anything going today. Still ended up with 19 points, but in a very bad way in terms of his shooting. But a win is a win at the end of the day, ladies and gents, in a grinded out slugfest, in an absolute dogfight, low scoring competition. 76ers get the job done here over the New York Knicks. Go ahead and play. You guys already know what's coming, man. You guys already know what's coming. Go ahead and just change this scoreboard real quick. If you think this game is against the coaching, you're crazy for New York's sake. For the Knicks' sake, if you think this game is against Tom Thibodeau, you are losing your ever-loving mind. This game is against the players. Okay? I'm specifically talking about Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Precious Achiuwa, Dante DiVincenzo, and Miles McBride. Like those are not usual numbers that you see from those players. And my guy Charles Adderley is begging for the song in the chat. He's begging for it right now. He's begging for it on his knees. And guys, even though we did not go ahead and get 10 likes on this stream, we will go ahead and do it. So hang on, guys. Let's take these banners down real quick. We need to get this message off the screen. But you guys already know what we got to do, ladies and gents. Music producer, get on the DJ. Get on whatever you need to get on. And do it for the one time. Music producer, go ahead and play it for the first time. It's well deserved. This is the first win that we've gotten without Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey in a grinded out slugfest. It is needed right here, right now. So music producer, go ahead and do it. Play the damn song. Let's go, guys. That is a massive win right there for our Philadelphia 76ers. Despite this low-scoring competition that they had here today, despite all that, they went ahead and got the W, and that's all I care about. Play the song lyrics. Let's go, DJ. Yes, sir. This is powerful indeed. You already know. But, guys, before we go ahead and go over the stats here, I need to know from the chat right now, do we go ahead and run it back? Because I'm all in for it. Even though it was a low-scoring game, we won this game without Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. And when everybody came through, they did, despite a very poor shooting night from both teams. But at the end of the day, the 76ers were the better team today and came away with the W. But I need you guys to let me know in the chat, do we run it back? And we got the answer from my guy. Shout out to my guy, Charles Adderley, always showing support in the chat, and is letting me know right now. Oh, SC Sports Talk. It's too late, my guy. Stop it. Stop it. It's not happening. But we're going with what my guy Charles Adderley has to say. He wanted the response, so we're making it happen. You already know what's coming. But, ladies and gents, whenever the 76ers win, no matter how high scoring or low scoring of a game it's going to be, this was a huge statement win with the 76ers not having both Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey getting their first win on the year. This was a huge statement win for the Sixers, and I think we need to do it again. So, music producer, get back on the DJ right now and do your job once again. And for the second time, music producer, go ahead and play it for the second time. Play the song. Guys, that is a massive win right there for the Sixers. Even in a low-scoring game, they still came through and got the W in a much-needed win. I know, my guy SC Sports Talk was begging for me to not play the song, but too late, my guy, because my guy Charles Adderley came through first. Said a much-needed win. Absolutely, absolutely. They needed to come away with that win, and they definitely came away with the win when they needed to at most. But guys, let me know down below in the chat one word to describe this game. One word to describe this game while we're going over the stats. And on that note, ladies and gents, we're going to go over the final stats here. We'll obviously read some of your guys' comments, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. So starting it off on the Philadelphia 76ers side, Kelly Oubre ended up leading the way for the Philadelphia 76ers at the end of this one with his second double-double of the year, finishing his game with 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. Then also following it up here for the Philadelphia 76ers off the bench was Buddy Hield, who was really efficient tonight, who ends off the night finishing it up with 16 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal off the bench. Then rounding it up, or rather following it up here for the 76ers off the bench as well, was Paul Reed, who finishes his night with 13 points, 7 rebounds, and an assist, as well as 4 blocks. Then up to the starting 5, where even though he did not have the best night shooting, still ended off his night with a double-double was Tobias Harris, who ends off his night finishing it up with 11 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And following it up here for the Sixers was Kyle Lowry in the starting 5, who finishes his night with 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Then also following it up the starting 5 is Cameron Payne, who ends off his night with 7 points, a rebound, and 5 assists, as well as a block. Then also following it up here for the 76ers is Mo Bamba, who ends off his night with 4 points and a rebound. And then rounding it off here for the Philadelphia 76ers side is KJ Martin, who off the bench was able to finish his night with 2 points and 2 rebounds to end off the or rather I should say, to end off the final stats here for your Philadelphia 76ers. Now over to the New York Knicks side now, as Jalen Brunson, despite his early in-game struggles, was able to still lead the New York Knicks, I should say, in scoring by finishing up the game, ending it off with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 8 assists. And following that up here for the New York Knicks was Dante DiVincenzo in the starting 5, who ends off his night with 15 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 as well as 2 steals and a block. Also following that up here for the New York Knicks was Bojan Bogdanovic, who ends off his night with 10 points and a rebound off the bench. Then back to the starting 5, where Josh Hart ends off his night by putting up a stat line of 9 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. But 6 turnovers for Josh Hart, which really hurt him a lot in this game. And following that up in the starting 5 here is Precious Achiuwa, who ends off this game finishing it up with 8 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. So kind of a weird stat line, though, for Precious Achiuwa. He was on fire defensively, though. I'll give him credit for it. And also following it up here off the bench, we have Alec Burks, the former 76er, finishing off his night with 5 points and a rebound. Also following it up off the bench, we have Jericho Sims finishing his night with 4 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals. Then rounding it off here for the New York Knicks in their starting 5 is Isaiah Hartenstein, who ends off his night with 3 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists to end off the final stats here for the New York Knicks. Now to the team stats now, where the Philadelphia 76ers ended up doing better than the New York Knicks did in terms of shooting from the field, while the 76ers shot the ball 38.8% from the field to the New York Knicks 32.5%. Philadelphia 76ers went ahead and shot the ball 30% from three-point range to the New York Knicks 22.5%. The New York Knicks finished shooting the ball 75% from the free throw line to the Philadelphia 76ers 57.1%. The New York Knicks overall out-rebounded the Philadelphia 76ers at the end of this game 50-47. And then same thing when it came to the offensive rebounds, 16-14. In terms of assists, went in favor of the 76ers 20-19. Both teams with the same amount of steals and blocks, with 9 steals and 5 blocks apiece. In terms of points in terms of the turnover battle, 76ers ended up beating the New York Knicks in the turnover battle 21-15. In terms of points in the paint, went in favor of the 76ers as well, 34-30. and a total of 32 personal fouls called, 18 called on the Philadelphia 76ers, and 14 of them called on the New York Knicks, with 2 fouls each being technicals for both sides. And ladies and gents, on that note, that is how the foul stats come to an end here in this one. We're going to go ahead and read some of your guys' comments, and then we'll go ahead and get on out of here for the remainder of the night. As the one word for Charles Otto is focused. Yes, sir, they were focused tonight, despite it being very low scoring. They were able to get the job done regardless. So on behalf of BL, thanks for your outstanding contribution to the live stream broadcast tonight. You are valued indeed. Good night from Nassau, Bahamas. Best regards, Charles Otto. Hey, Charles, man, I appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you coming through and tuning in. And see you on the next one, my guy. Take care. Great work and answer with professional commentary. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Till the next stream, peace, blessings. Hey, Charles, man, I appreciate my guy still. And, guys, that's what I wanted to say since he brought up the next stream. So, Tuesday's matchup where the 76ers will match up with the New York Knicks again on Tuesday at Madison Square Garden. I cannot do that game. This is just a reminder to you guys. I did say it on, I want to say it was Friday, was the last game that the 76ers played. Let me just go ahead and back it up real quick. Just look, was it Friday? Because I don't think they didn't have a back-to-back. In the live stream that I did against the Pelicans the other night, I did state that for Tuesday's matchup against the New York Knicks, I cannot end up doing that game as I have to go ahead and take somebody's shift at work for that night. So your boy will not be able to live stream the 76ers game on Tuesday. But look for me to go ahead and live stream the next game after that, where the Philadelphia 76ers will match up with the Milwaukee Bucks on Thursday, March 14th. So be on the lookout for a stream on Thursday, as I unfortunately have to work on Tuesday. But at the end of the day, guys, it is what it is. Got to deal with the job first. Earn that extra money, obviously. But this is a good win, though, regardless. Low-scoring game, but a win is a win at the end of the day when it's all said and done. Like I told you guys before, man, I cannot stream the game on Tuesday because I do have to work that day to replace somebody on their shift. So look out for the next live stream being on Thursday against the Milwaukee Bucks. And that's pretty much going to go ahead and do it for me. It says work is a priority. You already know. But on that note, ladies and gents, that's pretty much going to go ahead and do it for me here in this one. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys are not done so, ladies and gents. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out. The Sixers win. Let's go. Peace, everybody. Have a good night, y'all. God bless and peace.